Live online radio show and podcast done each and every week, Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. On behalf of myself, Joshua Danger Colson, Ross Free, and of course, Mr. Berlin Parker, we want to welcome you to the show tonight. We will be with you shortly.
Well, I got a window that I can't close. Nobody even knows. Ain't nobody watching, see. So baby, come play with me. Let's get lost. Lost in the moment, baby, just you and me. And I got a shoe that just won't fit. I got a cat that just won't sit. I got a pipe that just won't hit. 'Cause I be sitting here getting lit. Let's take a drive. Let's head on down to Lafayette. Baby, won't you stand in the window, throwing rocks for you. Baby, won't you stand in the window, throwing rocks for you. You ready? You ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Welcome to the...
All right, we are back
No mics.
here. Yep, you got Mike. You got Mike. You better be hearing.
Mic'd
Ross
up.
is here and
Mic
already.
check, 1, 2, 1, 3.
We turn the music off real quick 'cause we got to do something. We ain't done this in a minute.
We out of practice.
We're a little scratchy, but we gonna make it work. Okay, we back. Swamper Talk Live here. It's been a few months. Got some people watching though. Right now, got like 7 people.
We got Ross Free and Kelly Murphy watching.
Yeah, got Ross Free
Well,
in
I
here.
mean, I have to, just in case somebody comments,
Big
we don't want to miss
So you
it.
got to stay on top of
Big
it.
We don't want to miss
announcements.
it. I mean,
Got
if
some
somebody
big-
says something important, we want to know.
Big announcements coming in. Hadn't checked the Spotify. Hadn't been but a minute. But we back in it. Could not find the phone. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take call in. So we maybe figure out a way to do that in a minute. But anyway,
Whatever.
as always, got Ross Free back in the Heezy right here. Table 10 is
What
where
up,
we
what up,
coming
what
to
up,
you
what up?
live tonight from.
Old school.
Right, old school. Back on the first podcast we ever did was at Table 10. If y'all remember, we was green. That was when Light
That
Bright
was-
hit
oh,
us
yeah.
up.
Oh,
Remember that?
yeah.
Well,
That was
Good
the
time.
first- ooh.
Bless up. She ain't dead, but damn, I sure would.
I say she's dead to
Bless up,
us.
Light
He dead to us.
She's dead to us. She ain't come
Berlin
back.
Parker got a big announcement about Berlin Parker coming up here too tonight. So I'm glad y'all tuned in because it's going to be a huge one. Huge. It's going to affect Enoch's Irish Pub, honestly, for a while.
Going to disrupt the flow. Huh?
Disrupt the flow. We got Chief sitting in on the first half. Got Jeremy Blossom coming in on
We
the
had him
second
in the
half.
first half.
We know y'all know Jeremy. and y'all know
Excuse you, that's
Chief.
Big Dick Jeremy.
Yeah, Chief's been here before too, so we know the rub on that. First off, we glad to be back.
I got a pocket full of pills.
Glad to be back. Glad to be back at Enoch's. Let us do this. John asked me tonight, y'all doing the podcast tonight? He said, I heard y'all were. I was like, yeah, we doing it, dog. He's glad to see it. I think he missed it.
Probably so.
I think he missed it.
Let's be real. I mean, I know everybody's missed us.
So a lot of things been going on over the last couple of months. A lot of changes have gone on. Ross has gotten busy. Ross, tell us, like, you've gotten busy with your work, has exploded and all kind of.
It's dumb. Usually my slow season is right around now, and it's just more work than normal. So that's all I'm doing is trying to catch up. That's it. All day, every day, just trying to catch up.
Right. I took a job as a bartender at Enoch since the last time we did this. So my Monday night's usually my rest night.
Yep.
Chief got a new job.
Yeah.
Buck Nasty's
that.
behind
Buck
the
Na-
bar.
yeah.
Normally
So
we have Buck Nasty.
He's behind the bar on Mondays now.
And that was the other thing, is that Monday night hit. He was working Monday nights, and we just did. Berlin took a total 360. Not to air all his shit. I'm going to let him air it as he wants to.
ain't no big
He had a total life change, turn around, talking about 360. He went 360 and then back around 360, all kind of ways. Tell us what's been going on with you, Berlin.
Just in short, not to get into details, kind of got knocked down for a few days.
Yeah.
Took me about 20 days to bounce back, but turns out I'm government contracted now.
Right.
I'll be taking my black ass to Kuwait.
Kuwait. So you don't want to mention the
I
fact
ain't gonna
that
wait. I'm just going to Kuwait.
So you don't want to mention the fact that you got laid off. Is that what you're trying to avoid? Is that
technically, technically, I'm still getting a severance check, so I'm not done yet.
Right, you're still in it, but technically you got.
Yeah, as long as I get severance, I ain't done with.
I
them
mean, can we
motherfuckers
talk
yet.
about
yeah,
it?
yeah. Oh yeah, they kicked me to
You
the
got
curb.
laid off.
Yeah, after damn near 24 years,
24
I just get
years,
an email
people.
saying, "Yeah, we don't need you no more, bro."
Bye.
Yeah, so,
Bye. But you really, honestly, are better off without them. Honestly, I mean, we won't mention their name, but you are better off.
Yeah, it's like when they say doors closed, windows open, and all that shit. Yeah, window open.
So you exited out good. Now you got this new Kuwait government gig that you're going over there.
Yep.
Going to be stopping over in Amsterdam. So all our Amsterdam
Go ahead.
listeners.
I just want to know, do you want to adopt?
Shit, that's a dirty word in my house. So many motherfucking kids I got running around.
Yeah.
But hold on a second. I cook, I clean, I mow the lawn
okay,
too.
you got selling points
Look
now.
at
Yeah.
Dang.
Call me Pedro.
All right, now, we might consider that. Now.
But they
Bring something to the table.
You know how it is.
But you got this gig. Going to be gone. How many months, Berlin? Tell the listeners how
I'm
many
going to
months.
be gone between Wednesday and Brad Shaw's wedding because I'm getting my monkey ass back for the Shaw's
That's
wedding.
5 months, y'all.
Hey, you
4.
You can't count.
That's 4.
3 and some change.
That's
That's 3 and some change.
I'll say that's 3 and some change because that's into
April.
April.
In April, yeah.
That's into April.
Be back for the camp out.
Oh, motherfucking right. I'm going to be on the Buffalo.
And Brad Shaw's wedding,
I'm doing both.
but not the Mardi Gras. Got it. Sacrifices, people.
That's a month
That's
away.
where I dropped the ball.
That's the hurt right there, y'all.
I dropped the
Sacrifice.
ball on Mardi Gras.
I mean, if you're going to drop the ball on something, I guess Mardi Gras is the best of them because you make Brad's wedding, you make the Buffalo, you'll have all the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
If that's all you're going to miss,
That's a good way
not
to
that
look
bad.
at it. It's still going to hurt because I was looking forward to doing the get up.
We're
Right?
not doing the get up. I'm not doing
Not
it.
even
Hey,
doing
you
it.
do the get up.
Man, you lost your mind. I'm going to tell you right now.
I'm so mad about that. We got the get up in there. I'm like, why?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
so
no,
many turns
no.
in that. You know how many?
Oh, my God.
I'll try to walk
after
and
3
turn.
drinks,
Bro,
somebody's falling over.
My second go to the left
Oh.
and dip, my shit's going to fall over.
I want to see you try to drink and, do a hold down while going forward. You're going to fall flat on your damn face.
Dead.
You fall on your
Okay.
face, there will be a hoe down. You know what I'm saying?
Hold down.
Hoe down.
We know
Hold
from
down.
experience it'll be Scott's the first one though.
Hey,
on the ground.
always willing to take one. Always willing to take
Tell him,
one.
brother. Tell him, pimping ain't easy, hoeing ain't hard.
Hey, you know how it is. You know how
Scott,
it
are
is.
you on Podbeam? You always forget to record.
No,
now.
we're on
sort of-
Podbeam.
we
We
are-
got
we
a
He's
recording.
cater.
recording. We got it tonight.
We got a cater.
like a
We're
professional.
doing good.
I
Look
mean,
at that.
we are probably going to blow up in
Kuwait?
In
Kuwait.
Kuwait.
So I'm going to
Yeah.
see somebody I know out there.
Like somebody.
Yeah. Well,
when
somebody's
you
gonna
land
see-
on the
see you.
plane,
You're not gonna know them.
guarantee you somebody. They probably gonna meet you at the. You know what you're gonna be like? You're
Hope
gonna be
so.
like that time Elvis went to the military.
Oh, that's it?
And everybody fucked with him but he wanted to be cool and be like, look, I'm just a regular soldier like y'all.
You
I
lost
just-
me at be like Elvis because I don't think I'll ever be like Elvis.
Well, I'm not saying they would mistake you for Elvis.
Okay,
That'd be
my
the
bad.
stupidest
It'd
mistake
be same
anybody.
vibe.
I was like, wait. I'm pretty sure you can just gyrate those hips. It'll work.
Right.
Right. Do a little rangadoo.
Dun.
I tell
Holler
you-
at some 14-year-olds. Yeah, I know.
right?
Come on.
I tell you
Come
what you. I
on.
tell
Hey,
you.
Elvis did
get off
it.
the plane and do the get up. It's
I
over
tell you
with.
what.
There you go.
I tell you what you're not going to be able to do over there. I tell you that.
Eat pork.
Smoke weed every day.
I'm not smoking.
You're not
weed
going to be
every
able to
day.
do that.
No, sir.
You're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to do that.
Ain't watching
Can
no
you
porn.
make a fish sandwich? Probably.
God.
Berlin's gonna come back and he's gonna be absolutely ripped. He's gonna come back and he's just gonna shred out of his shirt. He's gonna
Do
look
that
like
angry working
he's gonna,
out.
He's gonna look like The Rock coming back and he's just like,
Yeah,
and just completely rip out of his shirt and everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
Y'all
I'm
get
going
to see me slowly
Cool.
deteriorate one Smittick at a time.
Rob,
I don't think so.
Hold on a second. I got a question. I'm not the brightest one in the box of crayons. Thank you. You can't get Pornhub over there?
Oh no! In the country, like they control the internet. You ain't seeing titties and nuts over there.
Get out.
You try to
probably
look at
gonna
some
have
titties, blocked.
Yeah.
You try to get you some spare ribs. No, ain't no pork
Gone.
in the country.
Gone.
Alcohol, forget about it.
Yeah, he ain't getting no alcohol
He's
over
gonna
there.
take rubbing
You know
alcohol
what?
and drink that.
I could probably go without the pork. I love my bacon and my pork. You know, I could probably go without it. The alcohol, I'm going to have to travel. But you telling me I can't go in the fucking room, lock
Nope.
the fucking door,
You better
pop
learn.
me some porn up, 5 minutes later, wash up, go to bed?
You better learn how to make some jailhouse.
Damn.
Look,
I don't
I've already said out loud, Berlin. You know you're flying over there with some good old picks. You're gonna have something good.
Nope.
I don't think they can monitor what I got saved.
I know.
No, if it's on your
so-
phone, they can't
be
keep
all
up
right.
what's on your phone.
bruh.
Just don't get on the line.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
just-
be
Don't get on the-
downloading
don't get on
porn
the
up.
line.
Yeah, I'm going. No, look, I got some
Come
shit
after.
from 0506 that I saved. Some big old files that I saved
Well-
on the old hard drive. I'm not saying it ain't coming with me. You remember?
I said, hook up with a
Big old
Russian
file.
cat. They'll show you how to make the liquor. Russians
Now I told
always.
you for liquor, I'm going to sneak up. Thank you, sir. You are a professional.
Damn.
Give you a tater.
Double up.
Give me that Smitty.
Oh, you want the
And you-
Smitty?
yeah, we'll get you another one. I got nothing over here, bro.
He's dry over here.
I'm dry. I mean, I had
Come
to
on
get
now.
a Smitty.
Dry as the desert, huh?
So we got Chief. Chief's actually had a job change his damn self.
I know, huh?
Hell, Ross is the only one that still has the same gig he had last time we was on the line.
Yeah, but the difference is I'm making so much more money than last year.
Oh,
So-
hit that
That's
spin
true,
15
and that's
on-
good.
Wait, where's the
Year
air
before,
horn
whatever.
on that?
Shit.
You
Oh.
gotta be right. That man's
There it is.
professional.
Can I get another Coke, please?
Thank you, Buck Nasty. Buck Nasty, everybody.
Killing
You can't see him, but
I
he's
know.
right
bartender.
Get
there.
back here.
Best bartender in the land.
We gonna get Buck Nasty somehow. I don't know how we're gonna do it. We
I got to know a secret.
What's that?
Berlin's company cuts him. He gets a government job making,
A little bit more money.
a little bit more money.
You know,
Roxy comes in the new year. I'm like, you come up with more money. You guys got to tell me the secret. I mean, I changed jobs, but
look at me.
Oh,
I
you did
decided
a
to-
traditional lateral move. You did that old school shit. Yeah, don't do that, man.
bro, I went up like within cents.
Oh, did you now?
they're
Oh,
like,
hit the air
they're
horn.
like a half a dollar. and shit.
Oh, buy that man a Smitty. Shit.
I know.
Well, in respect, I mean, I'm in reverse. I'm like the Benjamin Buttons of the workforce.
You were
'Cause-
living your life. You were you were where you were meant to be right now.
dude. I mean, I'm killing it. Like, it's great, but I feel like, honestly, sometimes like this is probably I feel like I'm doing it backwards because I feel like, hey, I should have been doing this at 20. I basically at 50 decided I'm gonna be a bartender. Like, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna be a bartender.
Yeah, but I mean,
You have the requisite skills for it.
But
I was
it's
going
awesome.
to say, first of all, what makes you say that you can't do it that way? I mean, come on. At 50, you become a bartender. What's wrong with that?
No, I love it. I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you, and I've worked for major corporations. This is I look forward, like tomorrow night, even though Tuesday nights are tough, and tomorrow Tuesday night is really going to be tough, but because of the situation, we won't talk about that. But with the individual passing, like that's going to be huge for Enox this week. It's going to
No
be
doubt.
tough. But I look forward to coming to work, and I always said, if you look forward to coming to work,
You can't put a price on
you
that.
can't put a price on that.
No.
And I love this job, and to come to work with all your friends like Buck Nasty and
Hey,
more.
wait,
You know what I mean? People
wait,
didn't
wait,
know.
We hung out for free for like 7 years.
Right.
So, yeah. Now
Right.
you're getting paid for it.
Now I'm getting paid, and it's fun, and I enjoy it. Do I get stumped every once in a while? Morgan will tell you, yeah, I get. Dude, I don't. That's the main reason I wanted to make Jeremy a mini Guinness because I'm all about doing it a couple times so I remember. Has nothing to do with Guinness. It's just because one day somebody will order it
Repetition,
again.
man, it
They'll
becomes
order
second
it
nature.
again. I don't know. The other night it was punches for some reason. Rum punch was the drink of the night.
Well, whenever
Peaches.
Spencer comes in here and he starts hanging out with all the hoes,
It spreads.
it does like wildfire. All them
We're
hoes
gonna
is
have
like,
to get
"What is
Spencer
that?
on whiskey."
That's so sweet. It's delicious. He'll do a whiskey sour.
Oh.
That ain't whiskey.
We need to set him up with
It
a
is
tray of
whiskey.
drinks.
What do you? It's whiskey and sour. Whiskey sour.
Well, he's
What?
a professional. You ain't
I
got
know.
to-
Tell him more,
Say,
do.
you go ahead and get the egg.
Tell
and
him
you can
more,
put-
do, and
No,
sour mix.
good.
Yeah.
Is he? That's what
Tully?
he's getting.
Yeah,
Tully?
unless he asks for something more, but Peaches ain't got no
Well,
money.
that's true.
Tell him more, do.
I'm about to say Tully's right above well.
I
but
can
okay.
make it a $10 drink, but I figure Peaches rather it be a $5 drink.
You're right. You're right. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, typically when somebody orders just whiskey, if you just say whiskey here, you're getting Tullamore Dew. Unless you say,
There's nothing wrong with that.
I
Tell
want
us pretty good.
Jameson. Like Burley will say, I want Jameson.
Specifically, Jameson and ginger ale.
And
not
I know
whiskey.
that if Burleyan ordered a whiskey sour, he's going to want Jameson.
That's my
But
drink.
everybody else, they don't. If they don't specify it, they just get Tullamore Dew, which is still a good
Hey,
whiskey.
I love some Tully.
I mean,
Yeah, it ain't
well,
bad.
Well, and that's to be fair, because if I'm going to take a shot, it's going to be Tully.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's a
why
good
would I
shot.
want to take a shot of, anything else?
Unless
really?
you want to take a shot of Henny.
Well,
You
that's
don't
true.
shoot Henny.
Good thing-
Bruh, I
Don't
shoot
shoot
Henny all the
Henny.
time.
That's cognac. That's sipping liquor.
Bro, remember that first time we did the podcast and we had Cavassier?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wasn't that good
did.
times, man?
That was good times.
Memory lane.
Bring it back all the way.
Wish we had some Cavassier.
I have not had this form to use in a while. And, Dave Chappelle had that thing where it's like ask a black person and all that stuff on the show.
Yeah.
You guys are my only access to white folks.
Right.
So I wanted to have a little segment called Ask White People.
Yeah, ask us. We
And by the
want
way,
it.
plenty
white
of us
people
here.
is spelled WHYPEEPO. White
Right,
people.
white peoples. Yeah.
But I have a
peoples
question
or
now.
White peoples.
Dying.
Peoples?
People.
White peoples.
Peoples.
White people.
Oh, people? That's out
Peoples.
there.
My peoples.
Hey,
Check this out. This is my question. What's the deal with rocks? But what I mean by rocks is no, I'm dead serious.
Like,
You got
like gems.
rock,
I think it's
rock
a
and
Jeopardy.
roll, hard rock, soft rock. Now I get soft rock. When does rock and roll turn into rock? When does rock turn into hard rock? Now I'll give y'all a jump off
And
point.
is hard rock the same as heavy metal?
Oh, don't even get into metal. When does hard rock become metal?
no.
No, check this out. I'm gonna give y'all a jump off point. I came up with this because I heard the song "Rock of Ages." We all know Def Leppard, "Rock of Ages."
Right.
What is Rock of Ages? Classify it for me.
That would be classic rock.
It's rock.
Rock of the ages.
You say it's rock.
It's
What do you say?
classic
then?
rock.
What do you say, Chief? Is it rock?
Just classic rock.
No, it's
Okay.
classic
well,
rock.
check this out. How does the hook go? I want to rock and roll. Yes, I do. Long live rock and roll. So in the hook, they're declaring it as rock and roll. So how is Rock of Ages rock, not rock and roll? Is there a difference between rock and roll?
I think you take somebody like Elvis, that was rock, right? That was sort of rock music.
But what?
But rock and roll to me and rock should be the same thing. Rock and roll and rock. Now, you get into heavy metal. Let's say heavy metal.
No, where does hard rock differ from? How much guitar do you need for it to be metal and not hard rock?
I wouldn't
Wait,
say
give me an
that-
example
That
of
would
hard
be the
rock.
difference between. I'm trying to figure out a
Heavy metal would be like
Kansas
Tool.
and AC/DC.
Kansas to AC. That's a wait.
Chicago.
So is Kansas hard rock?
No, Kansas
That's soft
would be,
rock.
Kansas would be hard rock, but it's back from their time. That was hard rock. Now metal rock, just
No.
headbanging shit.
So you're
that's-
saying-
Wait,
when
when you say
AC/DC brought
Kansas,
it into it.
when you say Kansas, I'm not thinking hard Kansas.
No, I'm not either.
You're
That's why
not,
I'm
but
like,
you got to
That's a
think of
weird selection.
you know.
Now AC/DC, I'll give you AC/DC hard rock. Do we agree on that? But AC/DC's not metal.
No, metal's Metallica.
Is it the amount of guitar?
I believe it's the amount of rage. Yeah.
All right. So you
So
need some of
it's
that.
it's more the inflection in the voice. sound.
That large
Just
shit.
going hard,
That's-
man. Just going hard.
It's yeah.
Now, AC/DC dude that look like a cab driver just be screeching a lot. I forget cuz name. But like that. But he does look like a cab driver. Thunderstruck is a badass song. But Thunderstruck's hard rock, not metal.
Thunderstruck is hard rock.
not. It is hard rock.
Okay. But rock and roll, what about like the old Chuck Berry shit and all that with the
See,
piano?
to
and
me, that's rock and roll because
what makes
they
it roll?
I want to tell you, it's just rock and rhythm and blues because
Okay.
that was all a combination
So
back then. That's
is
where they were on
rock
cutting edge.
devoid of the rhythm?
No, you got to have rhythm to play no matter what. I mean, hell, even Barry Manilow had rhythm.
Yeah, I guess he did. You know.
I think
Copacabana?
you're going. I think you're thinking too hard. on it.
I'm overthinking. Is that rock and roll?
I was in New Orleans, way back up in
guitar, man. He's just eating it. You know, that's where the rock
So that's
comes
rock.
in.
Or is that the roll?
Man, I don't know. I guess it depends on what the definition of roll is. What is the definition
I
of roll?
don't know. That's why I'm asking
Scott,
white people.
you have the internet. What's the definition of roll?
Okay, let's look it up. Let's look it up.
What's the
Hang on,
difference
let's ask
between
Miss Lynn. Hey,
rock
what's the
and rock and
definition
roll?
of roll from rock and roll?
I think you say heavy metal. You're
That's
talking
different.
about bands like
Now, heavy metal with Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
Come
See, they
on,
were
feel the
trying to put-
noise, bang your
you know.
head. It's a lot of yelling and a little bit more
Scorpions,
guitar.
Would you
Twisted
say that,
Sister,
or would
you
you
could
say-
say D. Schneider? I mean, that was all metal bands.
No, yeah. I guess
Those-
metal's a
those-
look too. I could be completely wrong. I don't want to fuck this up. I'm asking this.
Well, no,
for
because D.
knowledge.
Schneider looks ugly no matter whether
wait,
he's
wait.
playing or makeup.
Wait.
And I can talk shit because this doesn't look good.
Well, no, D. Schneider was like a
That just
ugly
motherfucker
dude
just cool
and
as
a
hell.
ugly chick at
That's
the
what I'm
same
saying. It
time,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. So, you know.
All right, look, the very first thing it says is just general definition. Very first
Okay.
thing that pops up. Google. There is no difference between rock and roll.
Son of a bitch.
So it's all the same.
So is
Rock
rock,
is a
just
shortened-
short for rock and roll?
Rock and roll, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So what about
Well, that just
cats
let
like,
the fucking air out of that balloon.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no, I'm not buying that. So what makes hard rock hard?
Just that. Just
You
you
want- you
just
want me to
going
type that
hard.
in?
It's just,
Please.
I guess we're at that point. We need a separation.
So we're talking Chuck Berry and Def Leppard's the same thing. It's rock and roll.
man, if you take them both and you
I don't
plan for
know,
their
man.
time, you know.
I think I need more. There needs to be more defining lines here. Then.
Hold on. Okay, hard rock is one of the many subgenres that is distinguished by a certain type of rock music from other types of rock music. Hard rock is characterized by an emphasis on bluesy guitar riffs, power vocals, and heavy, thunderous drums.
Heavy thunderstorms. Okay, that's cool. Wait. Okay, I get it. Hip. Well, it seems to me like Rock of Ages would be more hard rock than it is rock and roll. By that definition.
Right, because they was banging the hell out of it.
But I've come to the conclusion that white people don't know about music, man. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about.
What? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, you've been disqualified.
I just told you.
Nope.
I told you from the
Let's just
get-go.
say-
Damn,
You said you're
hurtful,
thinking
bro.
too
So
hard
you
on
brought
it.
Well,
this up just to
Def
slam it?
Leppard's completely ruined the whole fucking argument there.
How,
That's true.
How would
That's
you
true.
classify like this? Let's just take an example. Is that hard rock? Or is
No,
that
that's
rock
just-
and roll?
that's
No,
just
but
rock
it's
and roll.
further in the song.
Yeah, but even then, come on, man.
So further in the song, we got this.
Yeah. Thunderous drums?
I don't know. That's
Not
the
yet.
thing.
Keep going.
No,
Go
yeah,
further.
you can't.
Get-
But
get
it's
to the-
acoustic
get to the-
guitar,
Get to the
though.
peak. Get to the peak.
That's a
Y'all help
power
me out.
ballad.
Now put on
Would you
Def
say
Oh,
it's
Leppard.
a
don't get
power
in there.
ballad?
There's hair ballads and power ballads.
Right.
That's a
But then
whole
you
different
say-
genre now. Now, why can't y'all
That's a
just do something
subgenre.
simple like
that's
rap?
that's a subgenre.
There's
once
a lot
again.
of subgenres. This is fucking me up. All right, where's Black Sabbath fit in?
Here we go. That's the perfect thing.
No, I
There
like
we
Black
went.
Sabbath.
That
There we
ties
went.
into what I was doing. That's the perfect example. So Ozzy, where would Ozzy or Black Sabbath? I mean,
Now, Black Sabbath has a lot of different
best
sounds,
song,
though.
probably
Right.
one of the top songs ever in the country ever done by Ozzy. This one right here, right?
Yeah, but see, there's,
Okay,
there's,
yeah.
there's,
But is that a rock
Now-
song or is that a hard rock
no,
or heavy
that's,
metal?
that's a rock song. Now go back to Black Sabbath.
Like
Okay.
War Pigs.
Thank
War Pigs
you.
is a great song, but it sounds like three different songs if you listen to the whole thing. It starts off with heavy guitar and all that, then it gets all bluesy, and I mean it goes on for like what 7-8 minutes.
It's true.
So
well,
where the
let-
fuck does Black Sabbath fit in all this?
But back in their time,
Well,
you
that's
got-
the
you
kick.
gotta
I mean,
think
that's-
they would be considered. That would be considered a heavy metal of that time.
Yeah. All right. Go speed it up towards further on down because the whole damn song changes.
There you go.
All right, and then
You can't
keep
help
going
but
further
headbang to
down.
that.
Just keep going. I mean, you know what I mean?
For that
And
time
as
period.
God has struck the hour, the day of judgment, God is calling.
I love this damn song, by the way.
I mean, it's just
On the knees, the war pigs crawling.
We're going to get banned for this.
Oh Lord, now!
Begging mercies for the
But that's typically.
I'm just saying, this song, as it goes on, like it goes to, well, I'm trying to think of another Sabbath song, because a lot of songs, same album did this, it just did this thing where it's like, it would just drift off into like more of like a blues session, then it would go back to how it originally sounded. Don't get me wrong, I love range and all that, but I just don't know how to classify shit.
Well, it
And
just depends.
Big Dick Jeremy
Like,
made
what-
a good point.
What about this one?
Is that, like Chief said, is that
Fireman.
metal of its time? Is that hard
That's
rock?
Iron
metal.
Man.
That's metal of its time right there. You just,
That is one of the baddest
yeah.
intros out there, but yeah.
So
Come on, man.
I guess it's just however you.
It's your interpretation.
Just think about it, what your grandma and grandpa thought of the first time they heard that music.
All right, let's agree on one thing. Chicago is soft rock.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, that's fair.
Chicago. If you leave me now,
You
take away the biggest part of me.
Hit it, Scott.
Woo! Girl, please don't go.
Nice.
Karaoke Wednesday night. Come and check it out.
Come on
y'all.
out.
Right here at Enoch's Irish Pub. Starts at 8 o'clock.
That's karaoke in the
PM.
land.
That is. Bring your ass up in here at 8 in the morning. Want to sing no songs. 'Cause that ain't going to happen.
Damn,
Nobody
those
gonna be here at 8 a.m. Crazy.
motherfuckers hang around that long.
8
waiting to sing.
p.m.
I mean, if they hang
Hey,
around that
There
long,
are
they're
those
drinking,
out
okay.
there. You know, we must be specific. Specific.
Gotta specify.
Yeah,
Thank
you got to specify.
You talking about you won't be Pacific about it?
We going back to Cali?
Huh? What?
You said Pacific.
Gotta be specific about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey.
You can't say that word around me, brother. I started thinking about the water. I'm like, we going back to Cali?
all right.
I like to bring up
Do
another
y'all even
thing.
know what year that song was done?
What was that?
What
Chicago.
Which one?
Early
If You
80s?
Leave Me Now.
83,
No.
82?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
70.
78.
No.
Get the.
It wasn't earlier than that, was
Yeah,
it?
it was.
What?
No, wait.
Check this out.
76? 71.
A little
77.
Man.
77.
1977.
Boom. Cheap.
Transistor radios.
Think about it. This dude went on to make the soundtrack for the Karate Kid 10 years or so later. It was about
Yeah,
8
that's when
years
you're a
later.
badass, bro.
Right. Nobody even knew who this dude. I mean, people knew Chicago. Would you made the Karate Kid soundtrack, bro?
Hey.
Kind of makes
That went huge. Think about
pretty
it. Do you
impressive.
remember any of the songs from like First Blood soundtrack? No, because it
No.
doesn't matter.
Wait, that's
Because it's a
because-
badass movie.
That's
You
because
didn't need music.
First Blood didn't have any real music like that.
You
they
didn't
had like
need
death
music to make
Yeah,
that
it's
music
like the
great.
Terminator shit.
stabbing music. Like
Yeah,
that.
around here.
You know
But
what I mean?
Karate Kid,
They had
I
room
just
for
got
they
through
had
watching
room for
Cobra
a
Kai.
ballad.
Karate Kid was such they didn't know if it was going to hit or not. So the music was important
That's true.
for that show because they didn't think anybody would pay attention to it.
So they had to boost up
You
the
had
soundtrack.
to boost it up the soundtrack. Where the First Blood, I think they had a little bit more
Oh, dudes was
faith
getting
in it.
shot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, hold up. Who was the old girl in Karate Kid? What was her name?
you talking about the chubby blonde chick
Yeah.
with the big titties?
And you called her chubby. You see that? It is
She
so
was
easy
chubby.
to see
Just
where
like
our
that.
divide
Just
is
like that.
because I'm asking out of interest, and he wants to shoot it. I'm like, oh, you mean that fat bitch? Like,
Nope, she was 80s chubby though. 80s chubby was different.
everybody was 80s chubby.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
My
80s
point
chubby.
being is she is still
There
good
was
looking
a-
to this day.
Nope.
I want to say it's Kelly.
No.
It's not Kelly. It's what?
I don't
Donna?
even remember what she looks like.
Oh, girl, you don't remember? Oh, God,
He's
she
gonna look
was
it
in
up. She was just
some
in
other
the-
shit.
I remember the second one where
Wait.
he had the Asian girl. That one I remember.
Okay, up top.
Shit.
No, but original Karate Kid, I can't think of what her name was, but she had better movies after Karate Kid.
Hold on, we've got her. We've got her.
She did Adventures
The
in
blonde girl.
Babysitting.
Yes, she did some bullshit. I don't remember what it
Smoking
was.
hot in that one,
He
dude.
just called her fat too.
Elizabeth Shue.
Shoo. To this
I
day,
don't know what her
she is
character name
still
is.
good looking.
She is.
For our age, not her age. For our
yeah,
age,
yeah, thank
she
you.
is good looking.
He said for our age.
Let's see.
I knew
how
he was
old
going to
is
say
she.
for her age. Yeah,
Yeah,
her
let's see
age is
how old
our
she is.
age.
Come on.
Let's see how old she is.
But Elizabeth Shue,
No, I don't want to know.
I felt bad thinking she was hot back then because she was underage. But I was fucking underage. But I'm
Hey,
like,
bro,
you know.
damn good and well when you got out the shower, there was a few more minutes in the bathroom.
Oh, no, that was Nicole Eggert on Charles in Charge. She was definitely
Bruh,
underage.
I loved her.
And even me underage
I'll
felt
give you one
bad.
that'll
Like,
still
I
stop
shouldn't be, you know.
Phoebe
I could jack
Cates.
off to older. Oh, Phoebe. Cates.
Okay, I've got the
everybody.
answer.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
That movie right there. With
Elizabeth Shue is damn near 60. We
Are damn near 60, bro.
She's 58 years old.
Get
I would smash
I'm
right
mad,
now.
bro. Just
Threw it up there.
I'd have to ring the
Threw it
bell
up
on
there.
that
So
shit.
you
I need a
saying
timeout.
Alley-oop.
that you would get up in Elizabeth Shue tennis shoe?
I'll beat the brakes off of it.
Damn, beat the brakes off. Okay.
I don't think that's it.
My
I have
God.
no idea what Jeopardy has to do with that. I guess I'd be in Jeopardy fucking an old bitch like that, but whatever.
Well,
Will you be in jeopardy of Tisha killing
but you know those
oh,
old.
there's always that possibility.
Hey, those chicks like that though. There's still a lot of chicks that were in movies a long time
He didn't
ago.
form it in a question.
They're still hot, and you take like your girl from Charles in Charge or whatever.
Nicole
she's
Eggert.
hotter now
Oh,
than
well-
she was back then.
well, she had to
It's
fall
like that
completely
bitch from,
off to bounce back, though.
Oh yeah, she fell off
Most of
big
them.
time.
Most
It's like
of
the
them did.
chick from Winnie from
Oh, Wonder Years.
Wonder
the
Years.
Wonder Years.
Yeah.
She hotter now than she was back in the day.
You know who had potential?
She was like
Old girl with the
10.
long legs from Saved by the Bell that did Showgirls.
Oh, no.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Showgirls, between her
Elizabeth
and
You're
Berkley.
Gina
talking about
Gershon.
Slater's girl.
Yeah, what's her name?
Elizabeth Berkley.
Yeah,
Elizabeth.
the Slater's girl though. She'll
between
always be Slater's
her
girl.
and Gina Gershon, Showgirls was the worst movie ever made,
Terrible.
but I will
Awful.
watch it anytime it
Just
comes
for the
on.
sake of it.
Dude, don't even
Just for
get
the
me
sake of it.
started on Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Because I used
And the
to
ladies'
love
man,
her.
she
God,
still
I
look
love that
good.
little round face she had. You know what I mean? And she was kind of chunky, but not real chunky.
There you go.
80s
Why,
chunky.
why
Thank you.
I was
does
gonna say, what
every
you
white
thought
girl
about
in America
chunky?
have to be
It's
the
chunky?
worst about
chunky.
it.
There's
Just
an
the worst
80s
about it.
chunky.
Wouldn't you think
Everybody-
this dude had a six pack and was just swole up by
He
how many
does.
chicks
He
he
is.
calls
I
fat?
got
Look
a
at him.
six-pack,
He's
man.
got a six
Come
pack
on.
right now.
Oh, there you go.
I got a
He's-
one-pack.
I got a
You
carry.
got a Smitty? That's better than the six pack.
I carry
You
a
know who
party
went
with me.
bad? Lisa Turtle. She looks bad, bro. Black dude.
No. She's bounced back. Her
Has she
black, her
bounced
black
back?
cracked a little bit, but I think she's on the new show. The
Oh
new,
shit!
Yeah.
Did she get some work done?
Yeah, that bitch went crazy though.
She not looking like because some of them girls, you know how they do? They get too much work done.
Yeah.
and then they just start
that's
looking
rough.
like Little Richard.
Oh.
Remember how Little Richard? You know what I'm talking about? Like they
Little Richard
all
looked like an ugly bitch when he died.
Little Richard looked like an ugly bitch when he died. He looked like a tranny. You know he looked like a tranny. You can see Little Richard at any given
my
night at a drag show. We saw him at damn Maxine's in Hot Springs. There was a cat looked like Little Richard, just fucked up.
Was he on the piano going woo?
Yeah, he was just like they trying to do this deal. Like they gonna do a tribute to Betty White, and it was tough.
At a drag show.
It was rough, man. Because I know all the tranny love Betty, and we love Betty.
Oh,
and we
yeah,
love the
everybody
trannies.
love Betty.
Everybody-
Bless
And
up,
we
Betty.
love the
Bless up.
trannies.
Bless up, Betty.
And we
Bless
love a
up,
drag
Betty.
show. I mean,
God,
there's
love
nothing.
Betty
There's
White.
nothing we don't love about a drag show. But
Oh,
my
yeah.
God, at least if you're honoring an icon like Betty White, get your raggedy ass bitches in check. You know what I mean? I mean, these bitches was raggedy. And Maxine's, if you listen, you know your
they
bitches
still had
was raggedy.
stubble and shit.
Bro, these bitches was hell yeah.
Full beards.
Little girl.
Hell, they was running so loose on tranny bitches. They had to get real women up in there to do some
Whoa,
shit.
whoa.
I'm serious. They didn't even
It's
have.
a variety show.
Bruh, they didn't even
Oh.
have tranny bitches
Oh,
up
that
there.
adds variety
They
to
literally-
the
They
show.
ran out of drag
That ain't right.
It was a drag show with women. Like that's not a drag show.
That's not drag. That's
That
just called
bitch like
dress
Kasha
up.
Full.
That's just called dress up.
Like, and the one girl come, I was like, "Them's real titties." That's a woman.
Wait, so you a bitch trying to look like a dude trying to look like a bitch?
Only thing she's talking is her back fat. She ain't trying to look. That's a real ass woman.
Listen.
You can't get on hormones and get enough titty like this girl had, bro. This girl had titties. She's breastfeeding probably 2 days ago. Yeah. They was big titties. She tripped over one of them. It might have been our girl.
Came out of
It might have been our girl from Copper Penny. Lift up your pant leg.
Oh, shit.
But it was a bad.
Come on now.
She had them south side nipples pointing straight down.
It was bad. And I get that Maxine's isn't really. I don't know.
Maxine's doesn't have the
come
strong
on.
community that Monroe has
Oh,
where we
bro,
could support
the
a
dude
drag
that used to
show.
walk around West Monroe in a tutu dress with footballs in his titties, man. He used to have footballs that he thought was titties.
And
You know the dude I'm talking about with the tutu dress?
It was everybody called. He was called the tutu man. He was always at Walmart.
And he was a painter by day.
He was a painter by day. And you know,
At my grandpa's house.
hey, look. I mean, you know,
Right.
Come on, I guess you'd say that's an icon for Monroe.
And paint the house.
That dude, if they ever do a museum for Monroe, they should do that
Tutu
dude.
man.
That dude should be in that museum.
Somebody's got to have a picture of him
This,
somewhere.
this dude had
Tutu man.
literally footballs in his dress.
That
And
is
they was
distinct
pointy
look.
Wore tutu
titties.
every time.
That's
That
all
is
he
a
had.
distinct look.
But I got to wonder about the other end of the football. Because, I mean, if you throw a football like that, you got pointed out, but you got pointed in, too. That had to hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, tranny.
Dude
How do you
was
keep
tough.
him there?
Hey,
Hey, he could have
cross-dressing
been doing a Madonna, cut the football in half.
cross-dressing ain't easy, bro.
There is some
Cross-dressing
Madonna. That's
ain't
what
easy.
Madonna.
All right.
Yeah, Madonna is
Good theory,
the woman that taught me that hot ain't exactly hot.
Right. Thank
Like
you. Yeah.
everybody told me, like she looks good, and I was like,
Does
I
she?
don't think. Yeah, it's like I always
You know,
question it. Like
It's
I
a does
don't
she?
think I
Madonna was
smashed.
good looking for the 80s if you was doing a lot of ecstasy. Like
Oh,
Madonna's
she had good
ecstasy.
ecstasy.
That's
No.
at that point it didn't matter at all.
She's
Right?
ecstasy cute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she is
Ecstasy.
ecstasy
You
cute.
just
If
over
you was
the
in a
top.
club, you was on ecstasy. Yeah,
You
and they
just
took
really wanna
on, they
fuck.
throwed
That's
on
it.
Material Girl. You was in it. You were like,
I've
shit,
never,
I'm living in it. Shit.
I've never done that narcotic.
Oh,
But-
you're unfamiliar with that one?
Brother, believe it or not, yes.
Really?
but Madonna
Swear
shit is
to
caught
Wait,
up with
of
her.
all the drugs you haven't done,
Brah, I'm telling you.
you excellent.
I've never done it. Never done
So
Hold on, let me get us ready.
you was it TUVWYZ? No X.
it. No eggs.
Give it up. That was pretty smooth how I dropped that. Right.
I got to give it to you, bro.
Okay.
No doubt.
I pulled that out of nowhere, but yeah.
Okay.
Put it back in nowhere too.
Oh, yeah. I'm never
So
gonna
we
pull that
gonna
one
take
again,
us-
but it felt good because it went so smooth. But
We're going to take us a little break.
Oh,
And
siesta.
when we get back, we are going to have Jeremy coming up. Chief,
Boom, 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 boom.
I know Chief had limited time.
Yeah, I got
Chief,
to roll back to the country.
Anything, Chief? Anything? Last words? We're gonna try to keep this started. We're gonna try to make some time to keep this back up again because a lot of people have been asking for it, and as many people as think it was horrible. There was about 15 people.
There's like
Literally,
a couple of dudes in Morocco. I think some dude in
Poor guys.
Lithuania.
I'll tell you what, not to cut you off real quick, but you play a huge, huge vital role, not to just this, but to our organization.
Oh,
And I know
don't
we've
get
been
me
on
choked
on
up
hiatus
now.
for a while. Check it out though. I do not have a problem making a commitment to come sit in on your behalf.
I do
That'd be
appreciate
good.
So
that.
if we want to,
Big
if
shoes.
y'all,
That
if y'all
would-
want
that
to get
would
it
be
cranked
important.
back up again, because it's
Now,
not
Chief,
just
you
a-
realize every week you're gonna have to ask white people a question, though.
yeah.
Oh, bro, remember I'm from the ghetto of
White-
Richmond.
white
I don't
people.
have a problem with it.
White people.
I
You
got a whole
literally-
bunch of white people.
If
bro,
you're taking
I moved down
Berlin's
to the
spot,
south,
you
bro.
have to take the black perspective on
Well,
it.
no, I don't have a problem with it. Like I said, I moved here from Cali,
Yeah, I'll
from
leave
Richmond,
my
Cali,
black card
Well,
up here.
to the south. I'm like,
And if we
welcome to Redneck Hell.
if we can figure out and look, Berlin's leaving.
No, you don't
when are you
understand.
leaving Berlin
For-
tomorrow?
Wednesday
right?
afternoon. Yeah.
First couple of days I was here, I got in trouble for, yes, riding a skateboard in a hotel parking lot. But
That sounds
on,
good.
on I was bumping 50 Cent.
Well, not who would?
Yeah, well, no, apparently that wasn't allowed around here when I moved here. It wasn't allowed.
And we're going to try to figure out a way, too. We're going to communicate with Burley and obviously why he's gone. We're not going 4 and 5 months without no Burley and Parker. Okay?
Oh, you think
that's
I won't
for
chirp
real.
in? Shit.
But so we got to figure out a way that we can chirp you in, whether it's coordinating some time and maybe calling you via Skype or however, whatever that we're allowed to
Do
do.
that? Heck
At a
yeah.
time like this right now, I would be getting up to go to work.
Oh, well, then
Oh, we
perfect.
can make your morning.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So while y'all drinking up here, I'll be
Right.
drinking a coffee.
Right,
Yeah.
and bacon and eggs. Well,
There you
no,
go.
no bacon. No bacon. I'm sorry about the bacon.
No bacon's
I
going
apologize
down.
for the bacon.
So we're going to take a minute.
No sausage.
Take a pee. Go out, stretch our legs for
Now,
a
is
minute.
this one of those breaks where we say we're going to be gone 10
No,
minutes?
we're going to be
Can
gone
you-
5
then
minutes.
35 minutes
No,
later, we remember.
no.
Can you at
5
least
minutes.
have a waffle while you're there?
I can have a waffle. I think that's allowed.
Do they have chicken?
Chicken, a lot of chicken, a lot of
Bro,
lamb.
hold on. No. Just chicken waffle. Can you have syrup?
Man.
I think syrup's approved. They don't do a lot of sugars, from what I understand.
Damn, y'all
$1
thinking,
million industry
y'all
right
thinking
there. You
Berlin's going to
catching
come
it?
back
Catching
swole.
it?
He gonna
Chicken
come
and
back.
waffles?
On the, yeah, just on the side. You just
Berlin's
get your
gonna
little
come back
skillet. You
Ethiopian.
go in, get your waffle maker before you leave. Get your skillet. You can fry some chicken strips up in. Oh, chicken and waffles hidden with dessert.
good to go.
You throw, no, not for you. For the masses, bro.
Gotta hook 'em
That's
up.
your $1 million adventure right there.
Man, y'all
No, I
talking
was
about.
considering barbecue chicken for them. If they eat chicken, they love barbecue.
They love curry.
True.
Curry and shit, but barbecue with a different taste.
Well, that's true. So we're going to do
You can put the
that.
curry in the flour.
When we come back, we are going to have, y'all might remember him from podcast days back in the
Our-
Table One
our
podcast.
Audio, video, consigliere.
Jeremy Bossman is going to
Big
come
dick
back
Jeremy.
in here. He's got a lot to talk about, some titties. He's got seen some titties this week, I think he said. And he's got a lot of things going on. With
Hell yeah.
Where'd he
We
go?
We are
always love
always
titties.
down to talk about titties.
Jeremy doesn't even hear me. He'd be
How come I
yelling
missed
at
the
me.
titties?
See? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Titties.
That's what I'm talking about.
Where's the
But going
Jeremy
back to
got some
Elizabeth Shue's titty, well, you called her fat, so it don't matter.
Well, no, we're going to try to see if we can find some of her titties on the
you
internet.
think everybody's fat, so we can't look at
You
nobody's
know it's not
titties
going
that
to
you
be real
call fat.
titties, though. It's going to be like that chubby girl in junior high with the titties, but they
There
weren't
goes
real
again with the
titties. They were
chubbiness.
just
What the
fat.
fuck is it with you and
Oh,
this?
come on, man.
He
were
drops
fat.
that word so much.
Yeah, man. You just
He
I'm
is
chubby.
so
Just the
judgmental.
worst.
And I'm
Thank
chubby.
you.
The
I'm
worst.
chubby. I mean, whatever.
What about your junior high titties?
Well,
then?
I had some junior high titties.
Hey yo,
He's got them
Man,
right
you,
now.
you making me feel conscious
back.
about my
Titties
fucking
right now.
moves and shit.
All right, we're going to be back. Check it out. Don't go nowhere. I swear we're going to be back 5 minutes or less.
no, give him 10.
No.
We never make 5.
The Swamper
gonna
Talk
take-
Live with Josh, Scott, Ross, and Berlin. A lot more show left, everybody, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment. Hey, Twin Cities, are you looking for a great place to hang out with your family or friends? Why not check out Enoch's Irish Pub and Grill? They've been in business for over 41 years and have some of the best drink specials and food in town. So go check them out. Tell them we sent you, and you will not leave upset. Enoch's Irish Pub and Grill, right there in Monroe, Louisiana. Hey, Twin Cities. Are you looking for a TV station that has all your favorite shows, all your favorite sitcoms, and all the sports, weather, and news that you're looking for? Well, why not check out KTVE Channel 10 right here in the Twin Cities? Check them out. Check out the morning show, the afternoon. Of course, again, in the evening, you got the 5, 6, and of course, the 10 o'clock report. So check out KTVE Channel 10, your Arklama's #1 premium show for information on the Twin Cities. So check them out. Tell them we sent you. You will not be disappointed. Hey, out there in Facebook land, are you tired of getting your favorite expensive bag of chips and your favorite expensive bottle of salsa, only to find out the salsa just doesn't do those chips justice? Well, I'll tell you what we did. We went and got some Annie Mae's Hot Stuff salsa. It's made right here local in West Monroe, Louisiana. And let me tell you, she uses only fresh ingredients. None of that stuff that's been put through the ringer and all the flavor and nutrition taken out of it, and then you are sold that at a high elevated price. Not Annie Mae's. Fresh, local produce goes into this. And let me tell you, friends, you will notice the difference with your first dip when you put your chip in that salsa. It comes in 3 different flavors, if I'm not mistaken. 3 different hot. So you got hot, mild, and I guess medium that you can get for your different taste levels. So go check her out. She's right there on Facebook. Annie Mae's Hot Stuff. Most people here in town know about her. So she comes well recommended in the salsa industry. So check her out. You will not be disappointed. She's a Swamper Talk Live sponsor. And we really appreciate and love her salsa. So give her a shout out. Annie Mae's Hot Stuff. You will not regret it. So you're sitting at home trying to figure out where to tell your friends to meet you at. Why not tell them to meet you at 519? It's convenient to everybody. It's right there off Kazard Street, right in Monroe, Louisiana. Got some of the best drink specials in town. Some of the best food in town will have your palate screaming. So go check them out. They're right on Kazard Street, right beside the Brass Monkey. 519. You will not leave there disappointed.
Well, I was born in Louisiana, alligator under my bed. Mama always liked me most, but I was all that she ever had. Well, I raised up down on the river, hunting and fishing too. I can make a living right off the land. I'd like to know how about you. Black water coming down, high water all around. I believe there's a black snake swimming down by my knee. Well, I'm Louisiana, born and bred, from a piney hill to the cypress swamp. Well, if you ain't been to Louisiana, don't be putting her down. Ain't been to the Mardi Gras, then you ain't party down. If you ain't never had no gumbo, you ain't never dined. Ain't been to Louisiana, Lord, you ain't never passed a real good time. Black water coming down, high water all around. I believe there's a black snake swimming down by my knee. Well, I'm a Louisiana, born and bred, from the piney hill to the cypress swamp. Black water. Well, I'll be down the river if the shit ever hit the fan. I have a gun and a knife and my little country wife, catching anything we can. We'll have a trot line across the river, trap sitting down in a swamp. And we ain't looking for trouble now, but you best leave us alone. Black water coming down, high water all around. I believe there's a black snake swimming down by my knee. Well, I'm a Louisiana, born and bred, from the piney hill to the side.
I've been drinking myself to sleep each night for a while now. Ever since we had that last big fight, I've been broke down. And everything reminds me of you. And every single little thing I do, I can't run away. So I drink away the pain. I've been calling out your name, but there's no reply. Tried to push off all the blame, but it's just a lie. Oh, it's just a lie. And that's the one thing I think of all day, that I can't run away. So I drink away the pain. Maybe one of these days you'll forgive me. Maybe one of these days I'll move on. But right now I'm in hell, and I'm killing myself. And the word for the bottle, I'd be all alone. Till the end of time, you'll always be on my mind. I can't run away, so I drink away the pain. I can't run away, so I drink away the pain. I can't run away, so I drink away the pain.
Stick around. You're listening to Swamper Talk Live with Josh, Scott, Ross, and Berlin. A lot more show left, everybody, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment. Hey, Twin Cities, are you looking for a great place to hang out with your family or friends? Why not check out Enoch's Irish Pub and Grill? They've been in business for over 41 years and have some of the best drink specials and food in town. So go check them out. Tell them we sent you, and you will not leave upset. Enoch's Irish Pub and Grill, right there in Monroe, Louisiana. Hey, Twin Cities. Are you looking for a TV station that has all your favorite shows, all your favorite sitcoms, and all the sports, weather, and news that you're looking for? Well, why not check out KTVE Channel 10 right here in the Twin Cities? Check them out. Check out the morning show, the afternoon. Of course, again, in the evening, you got the 5, 6, and of course, the 10 o'clock report. So check out KTVE Channel 10, your Arklamas #1 premium show for information on the Twin Cities. So check them out. Tell them we sent you. You will not be disappointed. Hey, out there in Facebook land, are you tired of getting your favorite expensive bag of chips and your favorite expensive bottle of salsa, only to find out the salsa just doesn't do those chips justice? Well, I'll tell you what we did. We went and got some Annie Mae's salsa. It's made right here local in West Monroe, Louisiana. And let me tell you, she uses only fresh ingredients. None of that stuff that's been put through the ringer and all the flavor and nutrition taken out of it, and then you are sold that at a high elevated price. Not Annie Mae's. Fresh, local produce goes into this. And let me tell you, friends, you will notice the difference with your first dip when you put your chip in.
All right, friends,
Oh,
we
you
are
faded
back.
out Annie Mae.
Oh, I love Annie Mae, man. Bless
Don't
up.
fade out Annie Mae.
Hey, Annie Mae knows we love her. Ain't nothing about Annie Mae. She knows.
Look, I was talking about it earlier, and I said, damn, if we didn't know Morgan earlier, we could have gotten her to do the titty dip.
Right. She would have done it in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me?
I'll be back in no time.
You'll be back in no time.
No time.
Hey, Lynn.
Are we back live?
In the house. Back in the house. Do want to give a shout out. We got in trouble. Not in trouble, but we got to give a shout out to John Steele, who we hadn't seen in a little while.
I love John Steele. Probably
Right?
one of the best guys.
Right.
That is
Nicest guy in
big
the world.
John
Love it,
Steele,
dude.
as opposed to Lil John Steele.
Oh.
It's big John Steele.
Where, honestly, I hadn't seen him in a minute. Where's John still been hiding?
I don't know.
It's hard to miss him.
No, it's not hard to miss him. Miss him all the time.
I
I miss him, but it's hard to miss him.
Yeah.
I see
You're
what
right.
you did.
don't know
But-
what he's been up to. I haven't seen him in a while.
It's
Of course,
been a
I hadn't been
minute.
up here a whole bunch.
We got Jeremy Blossman. in
What?
Here, right? From
BDJ.
the original
Table One.
Table One
And,
Pubcast.
and you know what's funny is Josh Madden is going to get on to Jeremy for even doing this.
Oh,
I can
no,
tell you
as a
right
matter of
now.
fact, he and I were just texting.
Okay.
Like, why even be a part of this shit show?
Listen, the Table One Pubcast was actually Josh Madden and Todd Hires. That was
Right.
their show. I was just there for production.
Bless up, Todd.
And I helped them build a website
What's
for
up,
it. And then, what do you know? They start having me on as a guest.
Right.
I want to say I did 4 episodes.
Berlin did one. I did one.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was well produced, and that's all Josh, because he would
Josh had it
take it
planned out
home and
with
edit it. You
cards
know,
and
we
what
didn't
we
do
were
it
gonna talk
live.
about.
We actually tried to do it live. I think we did do it live one time, outside on the
No, he would
patio.
edit them, yeah.
but he always edited them.
But he would have it mapped out with cards, and we're going from this portion
Yep.
to that portion. But that's
Shit,
how
we don't-
Josh
The piece of
is.
music in the beginning of the thing,
Yeah.
he wrote that.
Right.
I wrote the outro for the end. That little piece of music you hear. We were serious about it, and it went on for 3 years. We were doing it every
time.
Wednesday night, or
Was
every
it Wednesday night?
generally. I mean, we'd miss some, but
It was cool.
Todd
I mean-
was always the reason we were missing shows.
Classic Todd.
And you know, when we
I
talked
still
about
got the
this,
T-shirt to prove it.
Yeah,
I got one too.
I got one, too.
When we talked about doing this podcast, it was like I asked John about it, and then he was like, I said, "Are they not doing that?" Because I just felt like the pub, especially when we started this, because it was during the COVID, like
Yeah.
first part of COVID.
yeah.
And I was like, dude, everybody's hurting. Everybody's sitting at home, right? And I was
Doing
like, but they're
nothing.
sitting at home doing nothing. And if we could give them at least a little glance.
This is
Absolutely.
their window
bar.
to Enoch.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it
you
was
can.
raw.
No,
dude.
that's a
It
great
was-
idea, honestly.
Nobody was in here.
Right.
A lot of nights it was just us, and then John was working the bar,
Yeah.
and Dookie was cooking. Like it
Right.
was
Well,
that, and it was to go orders.
Yep.
You had Carrie. I was saying
You had
and then
Carrie.
would be working.
So
and
it
she
was
would be
it
running.
was raw. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, our first show we did was at this table, and we didn't know what we were even doing. Like we got all this stuff in
From table 1 to table 10.
from table 1 to table 10.
We
And I was
tried
like,
one outside.
Yeah, we tried to do it outside.
That felt terribly. You
and
couldn't
it
hear
was
anything.
too noisy.
Yeah.
And
It
was
then
terrible.
we ended
Well,
up
listen,
in the
y'all have
snug.
upgraded big time. Like the equipment you're using now
Oh,
is way
it's
better.
like we learn from week to week.
Yeah.
We learn, try this, do this.
Because we started out,
Y'all
we
finally
just had
hammered
some
out all
cheap-
those little bumps.
some cheap mics, and then we were trying to do the live part of it, but we weren't using. I mean, Jeremy is the one that actually suggested like the camera settings, and then I did a little research and found out that if you go to a third party, so now we go through that third party, and it smooths it all out.
That program's great. Lots of people use it.
We don't use it to its potential. It'll do a lot of things.
Well,
you can do intros and commercial, all kinds
You
of
can
shit.
hook up several cameras too if you want to get different views and stuff.
But yeah, that's kind of how we started this. Not to take away, because I asked John. I said, "Look, is Josh is he doing another podcast? Like, because I don't want
that
I don't want to
actually
get started."
It actually faded out kind of on its own. We didn't really decide to quit. It's just Todd was thinking about moving to Tennessee, and we were like, "Well, this will end it if he moves to Tennessee."
At the time, Todd was wrapped up in his girlfriend at the time.
Exactly.
And all that,
We had actually considered doing it online, but we're like, "There's no way we're going to get Todd to get online."
Not consistently.
Not commit a couple of hours.
He's like, how do you work this damn thing?
You couldn't get Todd to show up.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
he could be working here, and he'd be totally missing. Oh, was that tonight? Shit. Oh, okay.
And it's funny because we do a lot of things here that are kind of like to pay tribute to Josh Madden, and then like we would do the trivia, and it was really the trivia was just because they used to do the trivia. Remember the trivia was
I do,
and the Table One's trivia was no matter what you did, Todd always lost, regardless. Regardless of what happened, Todd lost.
Now, he honestly shot himself in the foot plenty of times.
Every time.
But it was set up so that he wouldn't ever win. But we rode that part. Do you remember when he did that? Were you at the party that we threw at Brad's house and did the air guitar competition?
No, I didn't. I know.
I've heard the results of it. They are still debated to this day.
That was all about Todd losing. Because they both, it was Todd and Brad, and I'm just going to be honest. Brad was definitely a better showman. Like he had the moves because I think he just does that. And Todd
truck stop gravy.
Todd could get out there and throw his head and act silly, but he wasn't really pay attention. I'm fixing to play this instrument. Watch me do it. And that was the whole point of the competition was make it look like you're playing.
So Todd was set up for failure, though. But that's who Todd is, though. I think we love Todd.
Totally.
But Todd is the guy that you do that to because it's Todd.
But you just said that's the guy you want to fail.
Wait. That's why it's an ongoing joke to this day. Because if you bring up that air guitar contest,
so you lost that air guitar
emotional
competition.
about it.
Shut up. No, I didn't.
You don't want Todd to fail, which is the little warmth that comes in your heart when he does fall on his face. And it's out of love because I love the dude. Like there's no, I would love
wait.
I miss Todd to this day.
How many of us joked that he'd bring his ass back within less than a year?
And it did not happen.
And it didn't happen.
Hey, I'm happy for him.
I am too.
And let me tell you something. We love Brad too, but Brad can't say that. Brad moved to Austin and then ended up coming back.
No. Brad was gone for 3 weeks. He wasn't down there for very long.
He didn't move to Austin. He just visited Austin.
He wasn't actually moved in. He was just staying. I mean, let's get real.
That's very fair.
Shaw's Lane was calling him. He had to come back.
he didn't sell his stuff. He just went down there to see what was up.
Totally different format though than Table One.
Oh yeah, totally, and
really,
and that's good too.
Y'all was
it's more of a free for all.
Y'all were family friendly, more or less.
No.
No.
Listen, there's a couple of episodes that I'm embarrassed of. Like serious. I think episode 3 we had my best friend Trey Sullivan on there, and
Trey is cool.
One of the bits that we had was try to justify or come up with something terrible and act like it's good or act like you support it.
Yeah.
And he was tasked with making it seem as though child rape was okay.
Damn.
And they rode that train for about 2 minutes, and they were like, "We got to get off this motherfucker."
Pro child rape.
It was intentional. It wasn't like we were trying to.
We've had some dicey.
We were actually trying to make fun of the subject.
Not that dicey.
Kind of like the old when you're in high school.
I don't think we've ever promoted child rape.
Exactly. It's devil's advocate, and Josh would just go all the way with it, and then afterwards, it's like, I got to take a bath. That was terrible. That episode was horrible.
Now we are pro prostitution.
Oh, no doubt.
We're pro prostitution.
No.
All day.
We are pro sex workers, not
Right.
prostitution.
Not as in a
independent
pimp.
sex
Right.
workers.
Oh,
We don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
the pimp
Not sex trafficking.
And the trafficking.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
We
But we
support
are.
sex
Hey,
workers.
if a chick wants to sell that pussy, let her sell it.
I'm-
You know what I mean?
She does already.
Because it's somebody.
So what it sounds
She'll
like
sell
is
it for a
you're pro women's rights. Whatever women wants to do,
Exactly.
let her do it.
Right.
I'm
It
the
is my
way.
same stance as abortion as it is
Right.
on independent sex
Right.
work. It's your body.
Yeah.
Do your thing, girl.
Listen, if a cat takes you to doze, we won't say that they're they are responsible.
You're just going to use those
Yeah,
as
they
your
are.
example.
They're not responsible. But if a dude takes a chick to a steakhouse,
A fancy
right,
steakhouse, yeah.
spends the money, she's not required to do anything, right?
Not
But if she
not
decides to do anything, that's on her. So she literally sold it for a steak dinner to baked potato. So if she can go there tomorrow night and make $400 for doing the same thing,
yeah, exactly.
why not let her? It
If
boosts
she,
the economy.
hypothetically,
Hey,
if she skips
I feel like she
those,
oversold it.
I know you're making a point, but I just want to back up and qualify that I am against child rape. That was a
Yeah.
terrible.
yeah,
thing.
That's still
For
the record.
It was,
wait.
it was
Wait,
close
wait.
to it on my mind. I'm like, I gotta say,
Child rape
I'm
is
not for that.
bad.
That was
Yeah.
terrible.
We're not- yeah.
It was an experiment.
It was a
Social-
hypothetical
social-
situation. Yeah.
None of that stuff was.
You had to reiterate. It's
Yeah,
social
anybody that
social
heard child rape
experiment.
and ran with it,
It was just a thought
Even
experiment.
that even extends the limits that we'll go to.
Yeah.
Even on
Yeah.
this show, it's nasty. It is.
No, we like talking
But we
about
made a
titties.
point anyway.
But if you
back
want
to
to
women
sell
and-
ass,
yeah.
we're okay with selling ass.
Sell that
as
ass.
long
Right
as
now.
you're legal to sell
Sure,
that ass.
sure.
It's
As long
your
as you're of
ass.
age
Well-
to sell said ass.
Because everybody's got a price.
When
anyway,
when
we've
you
already
say
talked
legal,
about
you're talking
this.
about legal age or make it legal as
Legal
in
age.
lawful.
I'm talking about both. I'm talking about
Yeah.
you got to be of legal age, but then just any random chick.
What
like
is
if
the
I-
legal age if it's not legal?
I think
Let's
20.
set a number on it. 21?
I think 21.
I think 21's safe.
20, if
That's
you are
fair.
21
Honestly,
and above and want to sell that ass,
I feel like everything should
Get
be
it.
21 and up.
Yeah.
Smoking, drinking,
Well,
all of that
well, you-
stuff.
I'm with
already-
fucking driving at 21.
unless
Seeing kids drive. Oh,
unless
fuck.
you join the military, because if you can die for the country, you should be able to do whatever the
drink
fuck
beer.
right.
you want.
You should be able to sell some ass.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was thinking smoke weed, but yeah,
If
Yeah.
you
sell
got
ass too.
if you're a woman or a man in the military,
That's true. You
then
can
you
sell
should
ass as a
you
man.
should be able to sell ass.
That's true. If you
And
can die
that's
for your
the truth.
country, you
Yeah,
can sell
that's
ass for
real
your
shit.
country.
And here's another thing that I'd like to say. Just because you're pro whatever doesn't mean you necessarily do it or support it. You're just like, if somebody else wants to, I don't got a problem
Knock
with
yourself
it.
out.
Right, right. I think that's probably
Oh,
one
we
of the-
live in a society that's all about support, but
Yeah.
you don't just support what other people want you. I support
Yeah.
a lot of things that are not really supported. but
If I expected the rest of the world to live as the way I did, that would be a pretty boring world.
Yeah,
Damn,
I
Skippy.
can't let everybody else do the same thing I'm doing. I mean, what's the purpose of that?
But think about it, though, Jeremy. On the other side of the selling ass, if you were a single man, Jeremy's married, so obviously he's not. But if you were a single guy and you had a lady that said, "Jeremy, you come over here and fuck me, and I'll give you $5,000 every time."
Damn.
You're selling dick, bro.
Damn.
So what?
No doubt.
And you would go.
did you say $5,000?
I think
$5
for
grand.
$5,000 I'd do some
He
stuff.
would go as many times a
I
week.
thought he
as
was
I
gonna
might,
say
even, I might even have a
$5.
conversation with my wife and be like, "Hey, I can get $5,000. We can live pretty good."
Like, hey, baby, tonight, I got something to do. It's
But
a $5
so,
grand jig. Yeah.
It's kind of like the conversations we had here. Everybody's got their price.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody. Yeah. Oh.
You just got to get to that number.
Well,
it's
did
not
y'all see
about
that
yes
movie
or no.
Indecent Proposal? Was that?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
That's
you
a
go through the
mind
thought
fuck, too.
process, yeah, right. You go
Once
through
you-
that thought process, you can't. Everybody has to make a choice. Everybody has to stop and go.
It's weird when you look at it like you're younger and you're just dating somebody. Like, oh, I'd
Yeah.
never. You get married, and once you're into it and you're solid in your
Yep.
relationship, you're like, well, fuck.
For $1 million, or however much money it was for how?
I can go.
I mean,
hit
it was
the
not
tables.
small. It was huge.
it-
I mean,
It's
that's
really-
a matter of trust.
It's
But it's
perplexing.
like that. That's just how the world is.
Yeah.
Not to call them out. My boys Peaches and Ben Bennett. Like it. That's my cats.
Wait, is
and
Peaches
I'm
fucking
not.
for
I
money?
love them. I'm not interested in them,
Wait,
but I
Peaches, you
love
fucking
them.
for money?
No, but I'm just saying that I love those two guys. It has not. But for you get to a number, we three hooking up.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm
three
saying?
ways.
We hooking up.
You put a price on it.
All you got to do is get to the number, and we hooking up.
Ain't
Oh,
scared.
there is a number.
We
There-
hooking up.
The number
There's a number.
exists.
There's
Yeah.
a number.
Scott,
and we
is
hooking up.
Is your number high or low for that?
My number's high. Well, you know what? I love those guys anyway. But
You gonna start at 35?
Because I'm gonna split it with
$35.
$35?
It's like $1.85.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
Just
gonna
like
split
that $1.85.
I mean, I ain't doing it for a nickel, but $1.85.
But you know what?
Are they going to take me to Waffle House
But
after?
they got
Whoa.
They ain't wanting to roll with me. They got the same
Hey, listen,
attitude. They got a price.
you want
too
to take that thought
to bring
experiment a
me
little
into
further.
it.
Let's talk about right now. We can make those
Fuck
decisions.
Jeremy if the money's right. I don't give a fuck.
Listen.
Easy, Scott. Easy.
Do
Whoa.
that.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
Right now,
to a number.
Right
Get
now,
to a number. Jeremy will fuck me.
Scott's energy right now is I'll fuck anybody. Give me somebody I'll fuck.
Jeremy ain't even mad because Jeremy's thinking, hey,
But,
for $100 million,
Well, here's where my mind's at. Think about it. Like right now, we're all living comfortable. The world's in good shape. But if this were like an end of the world situation, where you don't have food, you don't have money, and you're looking for stuff, you're willing to make sacrifices and do things to take care of yourself or your family. So money is not always the reason. It's what do I got to do to survive? Sometimes
Once it comes down to survival,
right?
That booty hole's negotiable.
Yeah, you're just like
anything.
I ain't got $1,000. I don't need $1,000. I just need some food on the table. What's it going to take to get me fed or take care of my family?
I'm not even. I give Berlin a hand job right now for $5 million.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
I'll beat the shit out of it. I'll beat the shit out of that dick.
Wait, and the killing part is no enjoyment out of it.
Damn.
Just once you get your $5 million, can I get a loan?
I'll go 15 million.
Right.
I'll do you and Ross, and then I'll do my foot on Jeremy. Like I'm just fucking
getting after it.
son.
Once you throw numbers out there like that, it's so ridiculous.
It is, but it just goes to show everybody's
Well, you
got
know,
their
the
price.
guy that would sit there and say, "I'll never fucking do for
Bullshit.
whatever amount of money." Yes, you would do.
People can get desperate. People can
But
get desperate.
You know, you
Bullshit.
get. Hold on. You know, you get into this whole conversation and. Ooh, no! You know what? I'm gonna stop before I
like,
go
went
too
down
far.
that rabbit hole.
I'm thinking.
Especially
no.
in 2022.
Yeah.
Because nobody gives a fuck anyway, right? It's not 1955 where that's going to be a fucking big old
It's a witch
issue.
hunt and all that.
Nobody
Well, now
gives a fuck.
since you brought
Nobody
it up,
gives a fuck.
there was a time. As a matter of fact, I want to say, if you just look at history in general, I don't think there's ever been a time where it hasn't been absolute nastiness. I mean, think about way back. Think about what's the name of that Greek ruler?
Caligula.
I mean, we're
Holy
talking about stuff that was
shit.
beyond what would be acceptable today, going on in that kingdom. I mean,
if you read up on Caligula, wow.
So, I mean, if there was that kind of depravity happening,
it's always been on the mind of
you
people,
know that humanity's capable
And
of it.
It's always been there.
Right.
And it's not even dudes. I mean, it's chicks. It's an ugly chick with a hunchback. I mean, there's a price. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Everybody.
If I told you today, pick me a digit on your body. We've had this conversation in here. Pinky toe, pinky finger, pinky index, whatever. Any digit you want. And I'll give you $5 million for every digit you let me cut off.
Oh,
How
wow.
many would you get?
For $5 million?
For $5 million per.
I'd be okay at one because that's setting me.
Right?
Yeah, you don't need much
$5
more than
million.
that.
I mean, I'm not a greedy person.
But you would not walk away and go, no, I ain't interested.
I'll lose a pinky.
You
toe,
losing a
then
pinky
invest.
toe.
In my
I'm giving up a digit. Yeah.
in my current lifestyle and financial state, yeah, absolutely, I'd give up $5 million.
Even if
for
you were making
pinky toe.
$100,000 a year, though.
No, if I
Still,
was
it's
no,
$5 million?
if I was making $100,000, 6 figures a year, there's no way I'd give up anything because I'm smart and know how to live off that kind of money.
But what if
I can live off $30,000 a year?
What if you were making $100,000 a year? Okay, you're good. But then I said, okay, Jeremy, I'll give you $20 million.
Well, see, the number.
Yeah.
Once the
If you
number
bring the
changes,
number
all I
up,
got to do is change the number,
Right,
baby.
right.
That's all I got to
which
do.
goes back to the point that we are slaves.
Right.
We all have a number.
We in the
Yeah.
grind.
No,
Yeah,
you're
you're
right.
making $100,000 a year,
Yeah.
but I'm paying you 40 years
Yeah.
of your fucking pay. More
mean,
than that. Because $100,000 a
I
year
could do
takes
a
you
lot
10
with
years to
$20
make $1
million.
million.
Yeah. Oh,
so
for
I'm
sure.
paying you
You-
60 years of your wages, and I know people don't do the math. I know it's wrong.
We know what you're
In
saying.
one block,
but the
for losing
further
a
but the
pinky
further
toe?
down you go into poverty, that people are willing to do more for less.
Well,
I mean,
right,
that's,
absolutely.
That's just people
I get it.
wanting to get out
Check
of their
this out.
bad
Yeah,
spot.
I can go to Virginia and get a crackhead to fuck me for $20 right now.
Yeah, well, you could do that.
But-
South Monroe,
Right.
Come
I'll
on.
say what.
Yeah, you go on the other side of
Right now?
20. You get to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Check this out. You made a damn good point.
But I'm not going to Park Avenue and doing that. But I could if I had $40 million.
There might be some people up there that do it for.
I'm about to say, don't be so sure about that.
Because some people want to do it for cheap thrill.
You did make a good point about the current climate, what it is now, because once upon a time, if we all sat here and you just said, you know what, I sucked a dick for $20,000. Once upon a time, everybody would be kind of judgmental, like, oh, holy shit, you a fucking fag.
Right.
Today's, it's kind of like, I sucked a dick for $20,000. My response would be, who gave you $20,000 to suck a dick? You know, it's not the act doesn't even matter anymore. Like,
if somebody gave you 20,
well,
you couldn't do it good enough to do 40.
Where they at? I'll go
exactly. Like somebody's throwing out money for blowjobs.
Yeah,
20. Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Wait, hold on.
My point being, it's a different climate now. I don't know if it's tolerance or whatever it is, but the idea of oh my god, a dude sucked another
come back full
dick,
circle.
It happens every day.
Right.
If somebody got paid for it,
y'all
makes
give
it
it
a
up
different
for Morgan
story.
the Boss.
Morgan
on the internet.
I was talking
People
about sucking a dick for money.
People all over the world just heard that.
And Morgan shows up as soon as we're talking about sucking a dick for money.
You sure got enough in y'all's wallet for that shit, first of all.
There you go.
Damn.
Everybody's got a price.
Sounds like.
Everybody's got a price.
I ain't got a wallet.
Yeah,
There you go. I ain't got no
I
wallet.
ain't even got a wallet.
So
So
you take
you're
a
right.
check.
I just been low. That's all.
but it's just the way it is. Fine, girl, be careful out there.
Nothing but love for you, baby.
But it's true. Like it doesn't.
It's a
have
different
to do
climate
with,
now.
Sure.
All you got to do is get to the number. You know what I mean? It's like telling somebody you don't suck. No, I don't suck no dick.
well,
you don't suck
see,
this
people-
dick for $40 million.
I think that
I'll suck
there's
shit out of that motherfucker.
there's
for $40
definitely people out
million.
there that would argue with you and say, my moral compass wouldn't take
Nope.
me there.
Well,
But
we
the-
haven't got to the number.
the-
That's
well,
all that means.
Even
we haven't got to the number.
even if they said no,
It's
there's
easy
no
to
amount of
say
money
that.
that would make me do that.
It's because it's not real.
Bullshit.
Then for that person, it doesn't mean they'd never do it. It just means what circumstances would have to come up to make you do it.
And plus, when the money's actually on the table,
Yeah, I say
that's
you're
when
not.
you get
Yeah,
the
you're
truth.
not talking real
Right.
money. If you were to
Cash
really
money's on the
legitly
table, yeah.
pull out $1 million and set it on
Yeah.
the table and say you
Shit.
just got to suck my dick, a lot of people would jump on
And,
that.
and that's the
quicker than
thing.
could-
You
yeah.
say,
I'd be like, blindfold me
I
and
want,
let's
I
get some
want
bleach
40
out here.
million. I want 50 million. But in
You ain't seen a
reality,
million.
if you had a briefcase with 2 million
Yeah.
in it,
Two.
and you said,
That's
"Hey,
a
bro,
lot of money.
all I need is
100,000.
you
A lot of damn money.
just
No.
put the dick
Drop,
in your
drop,
mouth,
wait. Drop down to the 5 figure. Let's be
100,000.
realistic.
Yeah.
We're talking cash money.
cash money."
It's 5 figures for a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's $1,000 in hand.
Everybody has a big
Exactly.
number
Done.
until the money's in the bag. Then
Yeah.
it's
When you can
boom,
see
Jeremy,
it, yeah.
you want to give me a hand job
Man, for $1 million,
$700,000 for
You don't
$100,000
even
for
have to go there.
$200,000
for $1,000. For
Well, I think,
$8,000.
no,
I think
Jeremy
1,000
wouldn't
too
do it
low.
for
You
1,000.
you start
He wouldn't
saying
do it.
that. but
10's
it's-
too low.
You
100
start
grand.
saying that, but
100 grand
if-
is
if
that's
somebody-
honestly $100,000 is not that much money.
It's not.
But-
a quarter of a million,
But it's
Jeremy's
not.
jacking
If
me
you-
off.
When you have questions like, is it taxable?
If you want to, if you want to talk about a thought experiment, what are you getting? You're giving up 10 minutes of uncomfortableness to get $100,000.
10 if you're no good at it.
I mean,
5 if you're actually
And I know how to
pretty
do
good
it.
at
I mean,
Yeah,
I've
you
been doing it.
Right. And the
It
thing
doesn't have
is,
to be 10 whole
in
minutes.
today's
Right.
society, nobody's going to say shit. What are they going to say? How'd you get that house? I fucking jacked the dude off.
I worked for it. I worked for
Okay,
it.
I see that. Yeah.
I ain't got to tell you what I did.
Scott
I
rolled up in here in a brand new truck. What's up?
I earned that shit.
Just wanked a dick. Now I got a new truck. What's up? Are you mad?
Where's the dude with the dick at?
Because
Is
that's
he
what
handing out-
everybody would say.
All right.
What, can I get that dude's
Yeah.
number?
Like, I got a Silverado.
Can we
I
make a
wanna get.
line for this
Wait, wait,
$100,000?
Wait, I hope you're not jacking
I'm
that dick
getting
in
that
your new
Tesla,
truck.
bitch.
Oh, the things we would do for money.
I mean, you know,
Hey,
it's the way
true.
of the world.
I
though.
mean, it's
That's the way
just
of
weird
living.
to hear people admit it, but once you're an adult,
and you know what
can
it boils
admit
down to? Everybody's got morals, right? Until
Right,
you get to that
right.
number. And then morals go out of the window.
You know what?
Because then security falls into play.
I think
security trumps morals.
Going
I
back
think
to the
in my world.
going back to the indecent proposal thing, I think that's where it gets trickier because you yourself, you can come to grips with it and say, okay, I'm going to make a decision. I can imagine being broke poor, and the best move is to give up the woman that means all to me, and even afterwards, like I said, I'm at
Dirty.
a point
She's
now
dirty.
where I get it, and we've got enough time in, and it's just You grasp that it's just a physical thing, and it means nothing.
Right.
Nothing to me, nothing to you. Might mean it means whatever grand or million to him.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine myself at 20 thinking that way. That would just be that's where it would get, and that's why Indecent Proposal was a great movie,
right?
Because it really is a moral dilemma. Like,
sure,
that's because I think at 20 you're probably not thinking that way. We're all older than 20.
You don't know how to think
like,
that way.
I'm like, wait a minute, you're offering me security for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
At 20,
Shit, I'll take
25,
that.
even 28,
because I've already worked for 33 years.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, I know what's out there. And I know
another thing I'm thinking about.
You know what security means to you.
Another thing that I'm thinking about when you bring this up, though, I'm a pretty smart guy. I'm a thinker. If somebody was going to hand me like $1 million, and they said all you got to do is jack me off, I'm like, okay, all right, I could do that, and I'd have a lot of money and things would be great. However, that is such a large amount of money. That person owns you too. You have to think about what they would want from you later. What do you have to carry that baggage the rest of your life?
If you give me $1 million to jack you off,
I'm saying this kind of thing, this kind of thinking, was what the what do you call them? The gangs of New York. That's what that was about. They owned you. Yeah. They were going to take care of you. They were going to pay your way. They were going to make sure you got everything you need, but you got to do X, Y, Z.
And you will never be one of us because you jacked me off.
Hey, I took care of you. I gave you $1 million.
You're mine.
You jacked me off. However, if you want to continue to live that life, now you got to go do something for me.
Damn,
and
Ross.
it's beyond. I mean,
what do you think, Ross?
You got to think about what you're signing up for, because anybody who's willing to do that is willing to do some other shit.
Oh, absolutely. And you'll just be a puppet on a string
for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but you're also making it seem like it comes with extra conditions. If somebody's going to give you, all right, so theoretically, it's like giving somebody a $10,000 donation, whatever. Even if you have to claim it, pay taxes later or whatever, because it's over you still were given $1 million, and on the backside, you don't ever have to do anything else at all. I'm not saying I agree with that. That's how you think, and that's what you expect. But that person may say, "Motherfucker, I gave you $1 million, and you know what? I need some more out of you than what I got." And they kind of own you.
Well, it's kind of I made you, I can break you.
Right.
I made you get up to this financial status, and if I so choose, I made you give me a hand job to get to your financial status.
Right.
I will break you at the same time. And you kind of live in fear
That's
of somebody.
The difference between earning something and ill-gotten gain. Whenever you get something for nothing, practically, there's always more, whether it's spelled out or not. Now,
didn't they have a Twilight Zone where somebody jacked the dude off? Well, I guess they didn't have that. But it sounds like a Twilight Zone episode.
If it were me, I'd be like, let me get my lawyer. Let's sign some paperwork, and it says this is all I'm doing. And you fuck that. You ain't getting a lawyer. I'm giving you $1 million. I mean, it's. I'm just saying. I'm smart enough to know that it's never. Hey, here's your $1 million and have a good life. I mean, it's never that. It's always, hey, motherfucker. You remember that time I gave you $1 million because you jacked me off?
That would hang over your head.
I mean, that'd be that'd be the one thing that would make me turn away from that. I'd be like,
That's literally that's our government. That's any job you work.
It's reality.
I would say that's reality in general. So what's that going to matter?
Oh shit! Real quick, I got Light Bright. Gave us a shout out on the pod.
Light Bright?
What? Light Bright. Our girl, Light Bright.
Oh, bless her.
Bless. Oh, baby.
Light Bright.
I told her, I said, we miss you, girl.
Turn on the magic of shining light.
That was Texarkana Light Bright, bro.
That's awesome.
Oh,
golly. Here's what she said. Here's what she said. Let's see. Hola, y'all. So she might have moved to another country. And then she said, what's up, guys? Oh, Light Bright, I wish you could call in. Dang.
Oh, you don't have to set up?
It would make
she could call in through Podbeam, and we don't need the phone.
Wait, Light Bright was our first call in.
That was the OG call.
That's amazing.
Nice looking
we even
chick,
got
too.
the phone out.
Bring it back around.
OnlyFans, Light Bright, titties, all that was nice. But redhead, crazy, sexy, crazy. going through some shit.
She's gonna come and be like,
living
I'm in a
Texarkana.
committed marriage still.
Oh, love you, girl.
Things are different,
She
guys.
goes,
Damn.
Oh, and by the
Scott,
way,
I
I'm a
like that.
dude.
Lightbright was the first caller we ever had.
Lightbright's an OG.
Oh, anytime you welcome, girl. If you're listening, anytime you welcome.
I feel like a good luck charm.
We got some other guy talking about the KKK. I don't know what his.
Whoa,
nice.
Oh, is that Tyler?
Wait, are they offering out hand jobs for money?
He said, fuck y'all, and then he shared the show.
Nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I like the dude already. Mike Key for the KKK. Fuck you. I can't. We don't even care.
What is this? What?
I don't. He says Mike Key Fox. KKK. Fuck you, Negro. Shared it a lot. Oh, he shared it a bunch is what he did.
Are you seeing this on Podbean?
Yeah, I'm seeing
Okay,
it.
because I ain't seen it on Facebook.
Did you just associate him with the KKK? Because he said
no,
KKK?
he
actually
said
said
KKK.
KKK?
He's like,
And then
KKK, fuck you, Negroes.
Oh, wait.
Okay, yeah. He said for the KKK. Wait,
I'd like
he's
to-
not part of the KKK. Was he an advocate or
Yeah, I
something?
think he's the advocate.
I'd like to
not.
know
Who
where
gets
this
a job like that.
I was going to say, I'd like to know where this person is talking to you from, because here's something I learned the other day. KKK also means ha 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 in Korean.
That is so
Yeah,
poorly thought out.
that's just the way they type it real quick. KKK means ha 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 instead of typing HAHA or
This
whatever.
dude might be in Korea.
It's Korean. I read about it the other day. I was like,
Really?
oh, that's so weird. They don't
It's
see
a
it.
shorthand.
Yeah, it's shorthand.
It's a shorthand. I
have to
didn't
look
think
it
about
up
that.
again. It's
I
pretty
mean,
wild.
obviously you don't assume
Damn,
that's-
Lightbright must be back on the. She's got 49 hearts, so she's doing her
49
podcast,
hearts?
I guess.
Wait, is Colson over there? Wait, is
Because
Colson
he done
behind the
logged
bar
in. Oh wait,
checking her out?
Lightbright's got a new picture up too. Let me check that out.
Let's check it out.
Oh shit! Remember Lightbright sent us that picture? She was sexy, redhead.
Look at that.
Invite is speak.
You know, send her
shit.
invite.
We might get Lightbright
Just like
up
that.
in this bitch.
Rolling in, coming in hot.
Oh shit, Lightbright.
Scott's got a little stiffy right now.
I don't.
Easy,
I don't
Scott.
know that we're going to
feeling-
get her.
he's
but we
feeling
might.
good.
We
He's
might.
feeling good.
Check this out real quick. For those who have come across KKK when talking to a Korean person online, one might wonder what it means. Though it might be obvious to some, it may be less obvious to others. I thought that English KKK can mean okay, or KKK, yes,
Right.
yes. But in Korean, it is the equivalent of ha ha ha, like WWW for Japanese. That's also ha ha ha.
Unfortunately, our
just a
friend
different
Mike
language.
said it was Mike for the KKK.
Well,
So yeah,
fuck that.
Yeah. well, that
I was
is
trying to give him an
perfectly-
out.
That was a perfectly acceptable out. No,
Nah.
Mike for the KKK.
yeah, but he's for the KKK. Yeah, all right, Mike.
Yeah, Mike Key. Is that right? Mike Key for the KKK. Fuck
Hey, but
you.
we appreciate the clan
Nope,
listening.
I can't.
Or
I
maybe
can't-
we don't.
maybe he's saying for the ha ha ha. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just
maybe
trying to
he
get
is
the
down
guy.
with Koreans.
Then why
Maybe
would he
that's-
mention Negroes?
Yeah, that kind of turns it.
Because Koreans feel strongly about black
That
folks.
is true. That is true. It's both ways though.
Black
It
power.
does.
All
Black power.
I cannot stand
Oh.
North Koreans.
Come on, girl. What's up? You want to get
I'm
in?
just saying, how goes it?
You want to get in?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
dealing with paying for hand jobs and Klansmen. So that's what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah, paying for
And
handies.
Klansmen.
Look, Amelia would give a hand job right now for probably 3 Smitties and a shot.
Well, we don't take the Klansmen really serious. We're more dealing with how much does it cost
That's what
to
I'm
give
asking,
somebody a
like,
hand job.
Yeah.
Would you? Amelia would give a hand job for probably
And we've
3.
already said that we all have a price for
No.
sexual.
I'm out of the game per se, but
3
if
Tullies
You
and
were
a
in the game?
Well, I mean, who wasn't? Yeah.
Okay.
But the
At
point
one
we were
time.
making was you're never really out of the game if you got the right amount
Yeah.
of money. If somebody said, "Here's $5 million," you'd be like, "Fuck yeah, I'm going to do that."
Amelia would do a hand job for 3 Tullies and a fucking Smittix.
Nah.
Fucking lie, you gross
Okay,
fuck.
4
Yeah.
Smitties and a 3.
No, I wouldn't do it for any alcohol. No.
No.
$40 million though. You beat the shit out of a dick.
For $40 million? Shit.
I mean, Scott, you be honest. Tell me the difference of what you just said. What's the difference between $40 million and 4 fucking Tullies?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Penny. And some
Tully's pretty good.
A lot of money.
I would be fighting Amelia to do that hand job for free.
Right.
I'd be like,
Wait, there's a $40 million hand job out there.
That's my hand. Jeremy be like, that's my dick. Let me get on that dick.
It's gotta be
I got
something
jams on that
unreal,
dick.
though, you know? It's gotta be something that crazy.
Oh
to
yeah,
be like,
it does have to be insanely
Yeah.
high.
Well, you know, it makes me question. I mean, how many hand jobs have y'all given in your life?
I mean,
Not,
I've
other than myself.
Other than yourself?
I've been
God.
I've been giving
That's what I'm
handies
saying.
for
So what would
41
you-
years.
okay, I
For
guess
real?
The real
No
question
shit.
is me asking y'all, what would your price be
Yeah.
for a hand job for someone else?
It's gonna have,
For someone
No,
else.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Someone else. Oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's
For
gonna be.
someone else.
I'm gonna start at $500,000. I could for 500
Yeah.
500,000.
I'm cheap. I'll do half a meal to a meal.
Yeah.
But you're
I'll
still
climb down your throat and eat your ass from the inside for like $100.
Whoa. Are we talking about a hand job with eye contact?
This show is off the rails.
Contact.
Off the fucking rails.
Eat your ass from the inside.
Climb down your throat.
Look, let me tell you right now, he is not lying either. He's all about that.
Hell
We're
no.
talking about a completely anonymous hand job.
I would
Yeah.
yeah, let's say anonymous.
Just a weird thing sticking up and
Are you talking about glory hole style? Glory hole style.
Yeah.
Just-
Amelia, let's be
There's a
honest.
dick come
I'm at
through.
100 grand.
Listen, it's a summer day. You're heading down to fucking
Orlando,
no, what's the oh my god, it's in Monroe.
Shreveport.
No,
Boat docks or
no, the
Myros,
Oh, you're talking about
Shit.
LSU Medical. Why are you pointing that way?
what's the name of the park?
Lazar?
Lazar.
Oh,
Thank you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's where all the
Wait,
freaks
wait.
hang out
I know
at.
y'all talked about the Lazar Glory Hole in this podcast at least one
What?
time, right?
Wait, what?
Of course
Hold
we
on,
I
have.
don't think I've heard about
All
it.
right, we got to
I
go
don't-
do a
What is-
podcast from
What
Lazar.
is,
They got a
what is
glory
the
hole.
Lazar glory hole?
So in the men's bathroom at
The
Lazar,
infamous.
Okay.
there
Oh.
is well, you said that you've already talked about it, so.
That was obviously a joke. I don't.
Yeah,
It's not surprising to me that one
I used to
exists.
work at a place in Dallas that had these booths with glory holes in them.
Damn.
Called Eros.
So Lazar has a glory hole, and
They do in the
hypothetically,
men's
you're just minding your own business one day. It's like, oh,
My
and there's
friend has
money
a
hanging
video
over the
of
top.
Him, like jokingly walking into it, and just he was gonna walk up to the mirror, and he sees a dude not in the hole, but going down to the hole.
Yeah.
And
Receiver.
Then, yeah, the catcher. Yeah. And he saw that, and he like, ooh, and immediately went and he like fucking jetted to our boat.
Well, let's not get on. You got
know,
more to
that's
this?
terrible etiquette, honestly.
Let's
Dude
get
was
back
nice
on
enough
that. Amelia.
to-
There's 3 of us. There's 4 of us right now
Uh-oh.
at this table.
Right.
Any 4 of us hand you $1 million right now. We're getting a handsy, right?
Do what?
We're getting a handsy. We hand you $1 million cash right now.
No, we're not getting a handsy if you hand me $1 million.
Really?
No.
So
she
you
could
would
run
not
off with
give
it.
any of us a
Bitch, no,
handsy
we
for $1
didn't
million?
talk about anything. Like
Could we
I
agree
might
to
get
a handsy?
if you give me $1 million to get handsy, but just because you
You
give me
just
$1
give
million,
it to
I'm
her,
not
she's
getting
going to
a
run off
handsy.
and leave.
If I said Amelia,
You have to tell her.
Yeah.
here's $1
You
million
gotta settle
dollars.
the deal.
$1 million
Yeah.
to give any of us
Don't give it up front.
a handsy. Are you turning down the money or are you taking the money? $1 million cash, tax free.
She'll take the money. You have to get the handsy first.
Oh God, yeah, you gotta get the handsy
You know,
first.
Rick always says,
Hey,
the money
Amelia, I'll give you $1 million.
I'd be like, I need
You
a
take a
deposit.
check.
I need half up front at least.
That's- you know,
Amelia,
that's also-
before we get
take a
started,
check?
do you take a check?
No. I'd say, hey, no. I'll take it. We'll do a handsy for a check, but it's going to be in 7 to 10 days.
Yeah.
I need that bitch to clear.
Right, no,
But
money up first. But
Amelia, you know, dude, and don't even get started like, no, I wouldn't do that because your man would give us a handsy for probably $2 million, and you know he would. If you called him right now
I said
and said
once
Scott
that I would
Antley,
not.
if you said Scott said to come
Just
up here and
negotiate
give him
the
a handsy
yeah, like
for
you just gotta-
$2 million, your man be up here like that and
Nathan?
just jacking, yeah, just
Chicken boy? Yeah. No, he'd be thriving. Shit.
Yeah. He sounds a little.
Get after it, baby.
I think Amelia's throwing him under the bus. I think we get him for $300,000.
Bust him off. Left and right.
Freestyling overhand.
Get him
Mason's like,
Oh, we gonna make some money tonight. Shit.
TSHJ.
Oh my God.
so there we go. So now we know Amelia is ready. So anybody out there has
Bitch,
got
I'm
a
ready to make money.
Yeah.
With
Well,
7
that's what I'm
figures to
saying.
spend.
I'm a hustler for
anybody
sure,
out there
With 7 figures.
with five. You know what? I'm gonna throw one of the bu- with $500,000.
Let's
That
do it
you
for
just
half
want
a
to
mil.
give
Y'all
to
do.
Amelia.
That's what. Hey, Amelia has said nothing about $500,000.
Hey, I
It's
got
a
a five.
handsy.
I got a 500 grand
No, I wouldn't do
plan.
I wouldn't do that for
I know what to do with that money.
You would do it for $500,000.
No, I
Don't
would
don't
not.
get weird. Yeah,
Well, your
yeah, you would.
question was with you four, and
Hey,
absolutely.
if she backs out,
How about a stranger, but one of us four is in there with you while you're
No,
doing
I'd
it?
have to know them, and I'd have to know that they actually have money.
Yeah.
No, we're going to verify the money. The money's going to be set aside.
so we're gonna pimp
I
her.
feel like, I feel like we're pimps now.
yeah, basically we're pimping
we just
you
turned
out.
into pimps out of
Wait,
nowhere.
do we get a cut if we're gonna
$1,000
verify?
hand job.
No.
Y'all would have to. One of y'all would have to watch. I'd have to have somebody in there.
Amelia, you've given hand jobs for fucking
That kind of
nothing.
ruined
I know
it.
it.
Like,
Tell
am
me
I
I'm
watching
wrong.
for free?
Amelia,
Like that's not where I'm.
you've given hand jobs for free though. Just to be
This
honest.
podcast is in 2021, not 2013.
Right, but 100 years from now, somebody might run up on
2022 actually, but yeah.
2022, yeah.
Bro.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
I said that
Time
all day.
flies when you're
We're in the
jacking
future.
people off.
Yeah, once you start jacking off, yeah.
No,
I'm a firm believer if you would do something for free, you'd do it for $40.
no, bitch.
That's just how I think.
Absolutely not.
No.
So we're up
No?
to 40.
Especially like you have been bringing it up and talking
Standard-
about
No, no, no.
No, not
The
40
older I
million,
get, the higher my
$40.
standards.
40.
220s.
Yeah.
it. No.
No. You gotta take a lot of personality to get a hand job.
Shit, I was willing to come on this podcast for free. Fuck.
No,
Right.
you should have asked for a hand job.
You know, you say that. What's the price of a steak dinner, though?
Nobody give Jeremy your email address or he'll invoice it. Nobody give Jeremy your email or he'll get an invoice. We're just kidding, Amelia. We know that you wouldn't give a hand job for any less than $1 million, but we know that you would
They
give
don't
one.
call me a millionaire for a reason.
Right.
Oh,
but,
see what you
Damn.
did there.
but here's the fact: we know that you would give one if the money was right.
We don't know that because it
And
hasn't
that's
happened.
enough for me to sleep at night. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course it's right.
Yeah.
Scott can sleep at night now. No doubt.
I
that-
can go to sleep tonight knowing that Amelia has a price. There's a number.
Is that going to
You
help
gotta
you get some
to it.
rest?
It's somewhere, but it's definitely
Do
nowhere
you know what
But it's
problem I
there.
have now?
The number's there though. You got it.
Amelia would not give out a
I think
random
it'd be
hand
idiotic.
job
I think it'd be
for
idiotic
less than
if it's
7
not.
figures, but if somebody had enough personality and they were
Right.
charming enough, they get one for
6.
free.
Oh,
No,
before
not
Nathan
Well,
though.
well I'll
That's what
say
I'm saying.
she's taken now, though.
Well, no.
So it can count.
Hypothetically, if you just met Nathan tonight, charming, handsome,
Oh,
does he get a hand
she's
job for
handing-
free?
Single.
No, she's hand jobbing
Single.
him. No.
Whoa, you can't act like that. Shit's
What if he takes you to
horrible.
Applebee's? Who's a
Wait.
not a
Now,
sponsor,
have
by
we
the way.
established first date hand jobs do exist? I
God,
went to
they
high
do.
Yeah,
school.
they do.
I went
for
to high
sure.
school.
For sure.
So how do we go from $1 million random to free just because you're cute?
Well,
What's the in between?
hormones dictate a lot.
Oh, in high school,
If you're
anything
young,
goes, yeah.
you're young,
But still, I mean,
Amelia's horny though
If
right
you're
now, or
young,
she would already
hold
gone
on,
home.
hold on. There-
Or you
if
just
you're young,
declared that.
there's cougars out there that are giving handies on
Amelia's
first dates
horny,
too.
or she would already gone
What's
home.
it, if you're young? That shit
it's
still
all,
happens.
it's all about the young. Yeah.
There are cougars out there with dried up snatches who do not want bones in them, but they are willing to entertain
Gross,
bones.
dude.
Hey, I'm just saying.
That's not
But-
Amelia though. Amelia's
See,
prime.
once they get all
prime
these
rib
little
right now.
young cats riled up, this is how they fight them back by
Anytime.
just knocking them down. That's free. So how do you go from $1 million hand jobs to freebies? What's
$1
in
million
between?
is a lot for a hand job, though. I got to be honest.
Not a lot.
I mean, you know how deep you could go with this. There's so
I think if you're
No pun
throwing,
intended.
people would do
I
for
think
things other than
this is what I
monetization.
think. I think if you're willing to throw out $1 million for a hand job,
That's
then you just
sad.
want to belittle that person. Like you not belittle, but you want to take them down because you can go anywhere. You can get a hand job tonight for $1,000, and you know it.
Get a
You can
hand
get
job
one for
You
$500.
can get a hand job for free.
If you was in here on a Friday night, yeah, Mia, you get one for in here for
On
free.
a Tuesday night.
On a burger night. You think so on a 2-for-1?
Some rough.
You spending that kind of money?
Y'all have totally missed the stuff that's been popping up on Facebook.
What do we miss?
No, I saw segment.
Doyle Jeter says, "Who does Courtney have to blow for me to get on this show?"
Whoa! Wait, my phone died. What the fuck
Who
is
does
happening?
Courtney have to blow for me to get on
Dole
this show?
said that? Dole's got to open invite, man.
I am so
Good
grateful
God.
that this is the conversation and these are people listening.
You know what? We got to have Dole on.
All right,
Because
Doyle,
love it.
Doyle,
Listen,
no, Doyle.
Fantastic.
if we have
We're not
Dole
talking to him
on,
until we go to the next camping
you
trip.
realize John will not allow us to do this.
Oh no! If Doyle were on here right now, he'd be like, "Fuck you
That'd be
guys."
the official end.
I'm inviting Dole. Officially, Dole Jeter is invited.
Bring it up. That comment's getting deleted tomorrow.
Oh, I'd love to have Dole on here. Are you kidding me?
Scott, you're doing too much.
Hey, Amelia, check your bank account, girl.
Oh, if we got Doyle listening, I want to go back to the rock question, and Jeremy did want to chirp in on the rock question.
Yeah, let's
Oh yeah, I
do
do
it.
have some thoughts.
Where we do
about that.
have, like I said, my question for Doyle, if he's still listening, there's rock and roll, there's hard rock. Soft rock we kind of get, but what's the difference between rock and roll, hard rock, metal? What's the line and all the genres?
So here's
of
what I
music?
was going to say.
I didn't see the Dole comment, but anyway.
It's
Don't worry about
on
his.
my page. I shared
He
it.
ain't talking to you.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he ain't talking to you.
So
Dole.
here are my thoughts about rock and roll. That term or those terms came through the decades. When it first started, it was rock and roll, or it was rock.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the reason why I'd have to look this up, but I think the reason they called it rock and roll was because before rock, there was blues, there was like Johnny B. Good type music.
Right.
And
That's what I'm
that
getting at.
music was, you just roll with it. You're just sitting there playing da-na-na-na-na-na. You go back and forth over the same
You
tune.
got piano,
it's kind of like
guitar,
freestyling
like, yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And
It's like pumped up blues.
Elvis was rock.
Yes,
now, Elvis
okay.
is not
I'll agree
Metallica.
with that. Nope.
That's a whole different feel. So you're going up the spectrum. You're going through the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s.
Okay.
And so
Well, walk me through it. Yeah.
So rock and roll was rock and roll was Elvis.
Original rock and roll, Chuck Berry, shit
Chuck
like that.
Berry,
A
right.
lot of the piano and the rhythmic guitar to go with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hard rock did not hit until late 60s, early 70s.
Vietnam era.
Because you had some of that music was not quite rock ballad. Because I
But
think
give me
rock
some
ballads didn't
bands.
happen
Give me
until
some
the
bands.
This is where it's going to come
Clarence,
off the rails. 'cause
CCR? You think CCR
Yeah.
was hard rock?
CCR
No.
was-
That was more like soft rock, which it depends on the song
So
too.
did you get to a point where it went from being rock and roll
Who
to
would you
hard to
say
soft
would be
rock?
hard rock in the 70s?
That's
though?
where I'm looking for the cutoff now.
I'm so bad with names. This
Not
is where it's
Iron
gonna be bad.
Maiden,
I'm not
Or
going to
just
name
drop
it.
song. If not
trying to
band
think
songs,
of,
just think of one this is a defining point.
Let's see. I would say like I may have to skip the 70s because I was born in the 80s, but I can look it up. In the 80s, I would definitely say a band like White Snake was rock and roll, but more so would be called hard
I
rock
thought that would be like
or rock ballads.
I'm about to say,
Snake?
didn't
Hair
White Snake do
bands.
ballads too? So they
right.
kind of
See,
crossed the board.
And that's what was happening. There was a lot of crossover. Yeah.
well, see, that's what I'm looking.
See, this
that's what I'm looking
is-
for. Definitive, like rock and roll turned to rock. That's why I brought up Black Sabbath.
This is in the you feel this music. Though I keep searching for an answer.
Oh, easy.
I mean, it is.
No, look.
That
Go-
right there. Dun-dun-dun, that is hard rock. That is the definition of hard
So
rock.
in a
That
ballad,
driving-
you have hard rock in the ballad.
Dun-dun-dun-dun, that's a driving sound.
Here I go.
Here I go.
And
Same
not only
thing
that,
with.
Tanya Katane. God love her.
Oh, we all know
I mean,
about
she
that.
beat up
Easy.
now, but I mean, still, she
But,
was hot
but
back
when
in
you
that
think
movie.
about Metallica, it's that is a different. That is almost.
Is that more metal?
That's more metal.
Okay.
It's they probably would categorize it as heavy metal.
Original Metallica, I will accept as medical.
If-
metal, but
Yeah,
not hard
medical.
rock. Yeah, medical. Yeah.
The original stuff, and they just like all bands matured through
Now, see-
the ages.
I'm hip to the 70s bands. That's why I brought up Black Sabbath, because I'm wondering when did rock and roll fall off and it became just short, this is rock music.
Let's see. I'm looking for some right now.
I'm trying to.
Oh, okay.
think.
Tell you what. Look up Ram Jam, Black Betty.
All Along the Watchtower was a 1967 song, maybe.
So we got like
That is
this
that is
heavy metal?
rock. That's actual rock.
Very, very guitar heavy.
This is heavy metal for sure.
Okay.
This is Enter Sandman, right?
Yes.
No. It's a slow build up.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's that they're coming at you with that shit.
Okay, that's metal.
Yeah.
Metallica is a definitive.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word.
Yeah.
And never mind that noise you heard.
All right, so now I'm looking for the
driving.
I'm looking for the difference between hard rock and metal.
Well, Skid Row.
I would say what we just played was metal.
Yeah.
Hard rock is
Bon Jovi.
Yeah, Bon Jovi is not metal music. It's probably hard rock.
Skid
Row.
Skid
Give me a
Row.
no. Give me a band dedicated to hard rock.
Oh, wow.
Skid Row, Bon Jovi, they did the ballad thing. Who's dedicated?
I
Who's
gotcha.
all about hard rock?
I got you right here.
I'm so embarrassed as a black man to be having this conversation, but I need to know.
No, it's good. I enjoy talking about this kind of stuff.
I honestly ask because I want to know, so I sound informed when I talk about it.
The Doors, come on, baby, light my fire. That would be considered rock. That's not rock and roll. That's
The
rock
Doors
music.
5-1 is more.
How about this?
Rock is still rock and roll. I mean,
Technically, yes.
it's always
rock and roll?
considered-
Technically, yes.
Rock and roll is always rock and roll.
Dun-dun. That's definitely rock and roll or rock. That's not metal.
That's Rat.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, Rat. Same thing with.
No, Rat had ballads though, didn't they?
They did.
They did.
No, I'm talking about a group dedicated, like we just
hard
do
Iron Maiden.
hard rock.
Iron Maiden.
No ballad. What?
No ballads.
Iron Maiden.
That's probably true. Yeah, I'd say Iron Maiden.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Now, as a solo artist, he did some ballad stuff. But Iron Maiden.
I mean, this is classic Iron Maiden.
Okay, well. Okay.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay.
To me, that's metal. That's not rock. That's driving.
So that's not hard rock. That's metal.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
All right. We brought up AC/DC
Run to the
before.
hills.
Honestly, I think this is the thing about genres in general. They're very hard to define in a lot of cases. But when you go into a record company and you're saying, what does this sound like? Well, it sounds like this or it sounds like that. It's the labels that are figuring out exactly what the genre is. Because I've heard some what they call pop music that to me does not sound like popular or pop music.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds more EDM or it sounds more maybe it sounds a little more country. Of course, country's doing the crossover.
Country and pop.
Well,
Yeah.
say
I got
country pop is.
I got a perfect
That's a
example
big
right
thing,
here.
yeah.
So I think genres have gotten off the rails in the past several decades.
And
that's why I'm looking for bands that
Yeah.
define a genre, and with rock
see,
and all the versions of rock.
I think if we-
what defines your genre?
I think if we talk about these bands we just mentioned today, they're not calling them rock or heavy metal. They're calling them classic rock.
how about this
Once
band?
it's a certain age, it's just classic.
And this one,
Yeah.
this band is actually going out to Dolgy because this is going to be the tricky one, and I'm going to classify this as rock.
What is it?
I need somebody help.
Yeah,
Just anybody.
yeah. The Beatles were definitely a rock band.
Yeah.
For sure.
The Beatles. No.
This is what
The British
like-
invasion was about rock and roll.
Right.
That was the
But that's-
Stones,
that's
the same-
the
that-
Beatles,
Yeah.
all those.
The Animals, all them bands,
The
is
Animals,
rock and
Stones
roll.
to this day are
it's rock.
still rock and roll. They're not a heavy metal.
Yeah, you're right.
So
They're
is
rock.
that
They're a
rock,
rock
or is that
band.
rock and roll? When you say rock, do you think
I
Beatles?
think rock and roll.
Well, I think what
and rock
Josh said
is the
earlier.
same.
I think what Josh said earlier is hits it on the
Ross.
nose.
You talking about Ross?
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Ross.
Ross.
I apologize.
That's
You're
all right.
thinking about Josh Mann. Get him on the phone.
What I'm
something like
what
that.
I'm thinking is anything that could be called rock could also be called rock and roll.
Okay, so
rock
they're
and roll
lumped
was just
together.
a colloquialism. I don't think it was actually this is
See,
rock
I
and
was
roll.
under the impression that the roll has something to do with the more blues.
Well, I
influence
did
or something
say
like
that earlier, and that's
Well,
where
that's
I
how
think
I
it
look at
came
it.
from. I think that's where it came from. But it could easily be rock and roll could easily be called the same thing. I think it's hard to differentiate those two.
That's what got this whole topic started was just randomly got my phone playing random music and Rock of Ages comes on. I'm sitting there listening
Rock
to it.
of Ages.
Yeah, in the hook,
We've
though,
been rolling.
in the hook, it's like I want to rock and roll. I'm like, I want to rock and roll. I thought this was rock music. I thought this was hard rock.
Is that
but
the one
he
that
wants
goes
to rock and roll?
You got the power.
Guten Gleason, Rodney Logan. All right.
Yeah.
Got something to say.
It's better to burn
out to the fade away.
Yeah.
That shit. I mean, that shit.
That's
to
good
me,
stuff, too.
that's a that's a
Why was
classic
they doing this
rock
hand? I
song.
should have been doing this.
And you talk about
this hand's
hard
gone.
driving drums
This hand's
and
gone.
guitars. It's like, but I'm sitting there like, is this hard rock? Is this rock? But in the hook, he's saying, "I want to rock and roll." It's like that got
Well,
me
I
thinking,
think
what
he's.
the fuck
I
is
think he
this?
may partially be paying homage to the rock and roll era. I think that's part of what he's. But he's like, I mean, we built this city on rock and roll. Was a popular song in the 80s.
Another good example.
And
yeah.
and that song is actually not a rock song; it's a pop song.
We built this.
Really not. You're right.
We built this city on rock and roll.
When does a song become pop? What makes a song pop?
It is literally
saying
it is
this.
literally popular music is where the pop comes from.
All right.
And I think it was a genre that just didn't know where it fit, so they just said top 40. It's popular. You know, people like it. It's new wave. I mean, what the fuck is new wave?
Well,
honestly,
Well,
it's a
new
whole.
wave. When I think of the
alternative?
80s,
No,
Is that
check
Green
this out.
Day?
new
What is
wave was
Green Day?
80s. New wave
No.
was 80s.
Green Day then?
Synthesizers.
thank you.
Herbie Hancock?
Synthesize in
Herbie?
manufactured sounds.
Maybe, yeah.
But
What about Green Day?
Wait,
Is
do
that
you know my
alternative?
only problem? No, Green
Well,
Day
that's
is
different.
new
That's
punk.
right. That's
Yeah.
that's
What about
West
the
Coast.
Cars?
Yeah.
No.
Our Home is
You know what
Magic.
confuses me about pop is the fucking Go-Go's, because that was a band. They were originally a punk band, but they changed their sound just to be more popular.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they were still. When I think pop, I think it's synthesized, like just kind of cookie cut music to make kids listen.
Well,
but the
I
fucking
think-
Go-Go's were an awesome.
I think today
girl
when you
punk
hear
band.
stuff like Britney Spears, that's considered pop music.
That's straight pop,
However, it has elements of rock. It has elements of EDM, which is electronic dance music. It has elements of other genres.
I think
So
it's the instrumentation that makes it
It's
pop.
just
though.
the current popular sound.
Well-
and then they don't know what else to call it,
Wait,
I guess.
does
I
Pink,
know something
Wait,
that
does
can
Pink fall
confuse
into that genre then?
Pink,
Well,
Is that pop, or is that R&B?
to
I
me,
think it's pop.
her music is more rock, I'd say.
really?
Yeah.
How about
See,
this,
that's
man?
why I love having this conversation.
You want to hear?
Play-
how about,
yeah, play a-
okay,
play a-
How about this?
Play a piece of it.
Step by step. Ooh, baby,
I think that is pop.
gonna get to you, girl.
This is specifically a subgenre called boy
Right.
band.
Right.
So-
that's not even
Oh,
any
trust
of it.
me.
That's
Yeah.
none of it.
Boy band is the one thing that links.
Play something
all
from Pink real
people
quick.
together.
I loved her stuff, man.
Oh, Pink! I've had a crush on her for years.
Me too.
But yeah.
Oh, I remember when I first saw her on MTV, I was wetting my pants. I was like,
Yeah.
God.
Just this little itty bitty hot chick. Yeah. And her songs are always just so
yeah.
catchy.
Honestly, there are lots of female artists from the 90s that were amazing. Now, this is
Yeah,
a
what does
newer.
that fit into? Yeah.
Play some of
I
her
think that's
older
punk.
stuff.
I think this is more punk.
Okay, punk rock. It's still the
right,
rock
still punk
genre.
rock.
Yeah, right.
So many subgenres to rock. I guess. That's
Oh,
what I'm
absolutely.
getting at. Like, I, have
I don't
no
know
idea
what
how
her
to
old
identify.
stuff would be.
But her-
What would you consider her
Uh,
old
Just look
stuff?
up
do some of her early stuff from the early 90s.
Yeah, so you could literally type in Pink
I'm
90s.
I'm bad with album names and song names.
Yeah,
so
Ross is right. Look up 90s Pink. Because Pink's been around knocking out hit after hit.
You know what's
after
going to
hit.
happen? It's going to be some 90s pussy show up. And he's going to be sitting there going, yep, that's some straight 90s shit right there.
let me look for her album.
I got it right here. Let's see. We got to let the commercial flow through. And
All right.
5 more seconds.
If you play that, we're going to start dancing. We can't do
Uh-oh.
that.
Start dancing.
It's tricky.
Tricky.
Rock around to rock around that truck.
Yeah, is this from the
I'm
Misunderstood
coming up.
album?
I'm coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. When this first hit
Probably your
MTV,
first song.
I was
Probably-
like, "Fuck yes, this is great."
You know
so
what?
You better get this party started.
You know
So
what?
This is pop.
You know what's amazing about this is she was Kesha before Kesha existed, and she
Right.
was so much
Right.
better because Kesha's fucking trash compared to Pink.
Hey, you want to make this a little more confusing? What we just heard is pop, but it's classified subgenre as pop rock. That's really what it's called. So it has elements of rock in it, but it's that popular music. It's what was coming out, what was hot, what was top 40 in the 90s. Well, I guess that was actually 2001. Yeah, it was 2001 when Misunderstood came out. It's honestly, dude, any song you pick up, if you go to Wikipedia or whatever and find
where's Jagged Little? Is it fall into that same genre? Because
I would say that's pop
that was
rock.
great writing.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of it as pop at the time. I thought Jagged Little Pill because I wasn't listening to that music at the time, but that album was just so good. I was like, damn, this bitch is really
Jagged Little
saying
Pill is
something.
kind of hard. Like
It doesn't fit a genre.
It's sort of hard rock-ish, but it's not. See,
I think the lyrics are so strong behind it because when you hear those songs, you listen to what the fuck she's saying before the music itself.
Oh yeah. Well,
and there's not a lot of albums like that.
This is a conversation I have with Josh Madden a lot, and that is that a lot of music you hear today, the reason why it falls flat, or it's a one-hit wonder, or it doesn't mean anything. It's
no substance.
It's no substance. There's no story being told. They're just blah 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 blah. A lot of the music that I really appreciate is when there's a story being told, when there's something to listen to, or there's something to hear.
That's Jagged Little Pill.
Which is why rap music is so good. I don't know many rap songs that don't tell a fucking story.
You're going somewhere with it.
Even if the story is so over the top and dumb, you didn't want to hear it.
I think your mic is
you still
off.
will hear
Even
it.
if it's cliche as fuck, it still has structure to it.
Yeah. They're talking about something. I mean,
well, I guess if you can understand it. I mean, a lot of rap.
I will say
there's that new genre of mumble rap, which literally makes no fucking sense sometimes.
Okay. No, there's a classification behind rap of storytelling rap, and that's some of the best shit you'll ever hear. Storytelling, like Slick Rick Children's Story, it's literally him telling a tale or three different tales, and it's like you're locked in just because you're listening to what he's saying. Aside from the fact that the beat is cold as hell and it worked as Montel Williams, this is how we do it at the same time. But it's catchy, but you're still listening to the music on top of hearing what he has to say.
Would this be rap though? Like this? Let's say, like because I don't.
Yeah,
is there rap?
Scott. Yes,
No,
Scott.
but think,
It would qualify as rap. Scott,
and
it
then gangster
hasn't
rap.
even started. I will take over for this one. Gangster rap was a necessary thing at the time, but it's been overdone.
Oh yeah, what was that song when we were growing up?
Of street knowledge.
Come straight up, Compton.
Yeah. See, this has elements of rock and roll too, or rock.
The drums,
yeah.
Got a sawed off, squeeze the trigger, and bodies are hauled off.
But this was new. This was hitting the scene. It was changing the
So is
world.
that gangster rap though? Would that be considered gangster rap?
Well, gangster rap.
That's West Coast, right?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely West Coast. Now, gangster rap existed before NWA with Ice-T. Well, Ice-T had a song called Colors for the movie Colors.
Yeah.
But the killing part about gangster rap is, if you remember Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 had a song called The Message.
Yes. Oh, fuck.
Hey, matter
That's
of
still
fact,
a great-
look up The Message.
Play that, yeah.
That song.
That was 70s?
That was 1979.
Yeah.
I believe it was 79.
Yeah.
But in that song, they gave a vivid description of what
Telling a
living
story.
and it told a story of what being poor in the ghetto
Yep.
is.
Yep.
You flash forward 30 plus years, people are still using the excuse, oh, I'm just describing what's going on in the streets. It's like, it's been done, dude.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Leave it alone.
That's
You're just
right.
exploiting it now.
It's
It was
better to tell your own story than to try to tell another story
Exactly.
again.
Or don't hide behind the excuse, I'm telling the story of what's going. There's fuckers in Idaho that know what's going
Right.
on in the
Thanks for making us
hood.
aware.
Now you just exactly. Now you're just exploiting it. We
Yeah.
heard about it back in '79.
That's right.
You haven't expounded upon it or given us anything new.
Which is why Jay-Z is smart, because the stories he tells, he's not rehashing. He's saying it's still going on, and here's what's happening in my world.
Yeah. Well, he is.
This is so fucking good.
Aside from the beat just being cold as hell, if you listen to the words of this song, it is a graphic depiction of
This is a combination of disco and rap.
Oh, early hip hop is all disco.
You know
Sugar
this
Hill
song, Ross?
Gang's Rappers Delight is nothing but good times by
Makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Keep from going under. Hey,
trying to
you
get
know
a
what?
band on this one, huh?
Back in the day, they were true dance clubs. You'd go out and you would dance on the floor to stuff like this, and it was getting your feelings out or talking about what was going on, and there'd be conversations to be had afterwards too. But I mean, oh man,
I always joke with my wife that towards the end of disco, like Lashik doing Good Times, and Freak Out and all this stuff, all the songs were 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
But they had like this huge 6-minute cocaine break where it's like the song goes hard at the beginning.
Yeah.
Then it's like just instrumental for the last 6 minutes. And that's like time for everybody. Go to the bathroom, do some coke, come back out, dance some more.
Well, and that's the deal. Like this is song. I won't let Berlin look at it, but this is another song. Is this rap? Check this out. I mean,
Wild Wild West.
That's not rap.
It's a gimmick.
That's right. This is all about.
Now that was Kool Moe Dee. Kool Moe Dee. Believe it or not, at that point,
that was 80s, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
God,
in the 80s. Kool Moe
That
Dee was
is
beefing
the
with
ultimate
LL Cool J, but Kool Moe Dee at the time was damn near 40 years old. He was old by rap standards at that point, so he was going for a gimmick.
Upbeat parties, ball in the park, nothing.
I guarantee you. There's a significant fan that thought was goofy as hell.
That's actually
Kool Moe Dee when this hit, even though it was a hit.
We thought
I
it was
think that was a
goofy.
desperate man.
I was going to say that
desperate
this
man.
is probably what would be considered dance music too,
Yeah.
or early EDM before it broke out, because this is the kind of stuff they'd play at the skating rink.
No. Do you know what the defining line
What
is
skating rink was you
for
going
like
to?
for
Oh,
like
shit,
rap
West Monroe
music
Skate Town.
and dance music? It takes two: Rob Bass and Easy Rock. Because
Yeah.
as a rap purist,
You talking about It Takes
we
Two to
listened
Make It World Go
we were
Right?
like, this is garbage
Makes
as far as
two
a
to get
rap
it out of
song.
sight.
But as a dance song, it was catchy.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
that's when it just split. Like
I was dancing to that
either
shit
or.
in the 90s. I remember that. I was in
Nobody
junior
took it
high.
serious as legit. I mean, at that time, I'm listening to Boogie Down Productions,
Yeah.
NW, like, all this other stuff. That
Shaka
was
Khan
pop
was
music.
another-
Yeah. Well, that was
Let me rock it, let me rock it,
Let me rock Shaka
Let me rock
Khan.
it, that's all I want
Let
to
me
do.
rock it, all I
Let me
want
rock
to
it,
do.
Let me rock it, Shaka Khan.
That's good.
See,
stuff.
I don't know what skating rink. I was going to this skating rink right here. This was
Yeah.
couple
Oh,
skating.
sure.
everybody.
Oh, sure.
Couple up.
Yeah.
Get on this couple skating. It's
Wait.
couples only.
All
Well,
of them
listen,
had that.
there were different age groups. I mean, you get the early young crowd. The later the night went on, the older the crowd was generally.
I thought you was going to put on Night Ranger or something.
No, no, I know what Ross is thinking. Ross thinking this is never going to make the internet because it's going to be so.
Oh, it's already gone.
I don't know. This
We
is
were
a,
done in the first hour.
Yeah.
this is a pretty good episode. I think people are going to jump on this one.
No, they're never going to hear it because Facebook is going to block it probably for
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Well,
copyright.
Fucking
Oh yeah.
Facebook.
Well, I was going to say. I mean, you think about when we started back.
I think you're good as long as you don't go over 30 seconds.
back into
Oh,
this.
When we
No,
had
no,
Teddy
No, no,
Pendergrass.
it's 10 seconds. I'm pretty sure it's 10 seconds.
Shit.
But it's not just the musical. It's actual words. So I mean, we've
Play
got
some
to-
intros.
Yeah, I'll say playing the intros is fine.
You going back to
maybe,
Teddy
maybe
P?
not.
How would Teddy P be considered what?
That's old school R&B. Old school R&B is very definitive. I'm ready to smash something right
Gotta
now.
let it go.
I gotta go home. I'm ready to smash something right
Looking
now.
back over the years.
Easy,
I
easy.
think I said some tears.
Membership got you started on.
all you had
I
to
swear
do
to
was
God, the first time Alicia saw you do that, she was like, Why'd you show Scott that song?
Time again.
I thought, you know, all we had to do was start by saying we don't own the rights to any of this music, and we would have been fine.
Honestly,
I think we could have done that.
We're already cut out.
We should have done that.
You ain't got to look. Look.
If
my
you put it on,
grandmother-
if you put it in the description, just
Yeah.
we don't own
change
the
it
rights.
right
Yeah, before you upload, we
Right.
don't own the rights
But
to
but
this.
also when you're talking about a song and you're referencing it for discussion, I believe the rule is you can play up to 30 seconds.
Yeah, probably so.
And that's
I
got that.
I've heard it.
I think I got that from Rick Beato,
Look,
who does a lot of videos.
When I was growing up, my grandmother loves two types of music.
What's that?
I mean, crazy as it was, big band, right?
Yeah.
So
Benny Young and all that.
Benny Young, Benny Miller, Glenn Miller. All they get dun dun dun.
Cab Calloway. Yeah, Cab Calloway did big band.
So big band.
Glenn
Miller,
what
jazz.
Oh, jazz
right?
is good. Love it.
Cannonball Adderley. Yeah.
And then as she got older, like that's jazz kind of worked in, honestly, to the Teddy Pendergrass. Like my grandmother had it.
Well,
my grandmother
the
was
70s.
My
That's where it
grandmother
crossed over.
right, but she loved Teddy Pendergrass. She
George
loved
Benson.
all that. Yeah, she loved all them cats, and she progressed. Because when I was born, I was 15 years younger than all my other cousins, right? So I was the baby. So when I came in, I still have her records
Going
of
through a collection, yeah.
Glenn Miller, freaking the jazz guys,
So yeah,
man,
big band,
Teddy
and R&B.
She loved that, and I mean,
yeah. That's a weird combination, but it makes sense.
And the funny thing about it was my grandmother was a chick, like she was all into the she was like the head motherfucker of the DHR or whatever it is.
Was she born in the 20s or 30s?
She was born in, what did she say? She died in 85. She was 77, so she was probably 1910.
1910.
Because I know in the 30s,
so big band was like 30s, 40s.
Right.
Big band era.
Yeah.
But she loved jazz. Jazz was her. Like when I grew up, when I'd go to her house, it was just, she had a big phonograph record thing, like one of those big ones, you know, and she would have jazz music going on.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of like, and then the R&B came.
Well, a lot of jazz cats moved into R&B.
Into R&B.
Jazz was so fucking weird, like in the 50s and 60s.
Listen, I was probably 10 years old. I knew who Barry White was. Teddy obviously was like in the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
So
No, Teddy was the 70s.
So I knew Teddy, Barry White, all them cats.
Al Green.
I knew all who they were.
Barry White. I fucking
like
love
Barry
his
White, right? Like
Can
Barry
I get
White.
my voice that low?
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. It's been a long time. But I know we finna do something. We're going to make love.
All right.
Because when there is love.
It's one thing Canelo was singing that low. Like,
we're going to make love because we are love.
You know what was that?
That man was singing from his nuts. I swear.
Absolutely was singing from his nuts. There was an album that I used to listen to.
That was good music, though. Back when I was a kid, man, my grandmother throw on that.
Oh, you couldn't miss
No, Herbert Teddy P.
Now, the funny thing is, back then at that same era, Chris Christopherson, Kenny Rogers, too, was making not just good music, they was making music black folks listen to.
And you know what their really talent was when it comes to Kenny, it comes to all those cats like that, Teddy P, Barry White. They weren't targeted. They were targeting women. Not black women, not white women, women. They said if we can target the women, right, Ross? That's where the money's at. So the woman will drag her man to a Barry White concert, but that bitch is going anyway. So she don't give a fuck if her man go or not. She going. That bitch is going.
One of Al Green's biggest songs is a Chris Christopherson song. Like he heard it's like, oh shit, like was it I forgot the breakup song, but his song's a Chris Christopherson song. Teddy P is doing a Kenny Rogers song in a what's the most Lionel Richie writing songs for Kenny Rogers. They're just passing songs back because R&B and old school country at the time was just basically getting bitches' panties wet. Don't matter how you do it. It's just what you write down.
Because if you can get them wet, then they'll come to your show. That's all they want to do. Like, right?
You just put a melody behind it, and the words work for you.
It's all about the money.
I mean, how about? Come on, girl. Let's say it together. Come on, y'all.
We don't know the right to this song.
In love with you.
Come on.
Whatever you want to do,
what you gonna do?
It's all right with me.
All right, cut it out.
But you
I bet you don't know this song. This is
Do we have to not own the music to this one too?
This is Barry White's album Rhapsody in White, and that's Love's theme.
Oh, that's the band Love Unlimited Orchestra,
and that's what I'm saying. He did a lot of stuff with orchestra, which was great.
He had a whole fucking orchestra for him behind Love Unlimited Orchestra.
Well, see, that's was
the whole
if you were
going to
go in and cut a record, that's what you had to have was play with the orchestra.
That's your house band,
right.
Yeah. Love Unlimited Orchestra was the Philadelphia house band.
Well, the thing is,
there's a lot of great music out there that this generation and those beyond will never hear.
No,
that is fucking amazing from all those decades before.
I mean, we're talking about rap, we're talking about country, we're talking about all that other.
We're talking about early rock and roll.
Right. But I mean, the thing is, like Berlin brought up, how would you classify this? It's not rap.
Pop.
It's not pop.
That's pop.
No,
it's not Commodore's music.
Yeah.
It's pop. It was made. Well, that's Kenny to start with.
Shining on Lionel.
And I love you.
Yeah.
Wait on it.
That's just pop because it's made for everybody.
What I am.
I'm yours.
That was pop
Lionel
because
Richie
it was made.
wrote that taking a doo-doo.
For Kenny Rogers.
That's some talent, bro.
Now,
he wrote that song.
I call that pop music.
I remember
taking a doo-doo. He wrote,
no, that's the story. Yeah, that's the story. Yeah.
That's where all the best ideas come from. Is taking shit.
Pitched it to the Commodores.
They didn't want it.
Had the lady. That's all he showed them. Lady.
They was
like,
nah,
we good.
Nah, we good.
He pitched it to Kenny. And Kenny wanted it on his greatest hits
And
album.
Kenny said right at the second verse, he went to the
And
bathroom, like, all
showed
right,
up
sat there taking a shit. And
6 months later, Lionel shows up to record it. And they were like, Kenny recorded the first part of it.
Like, what's the
said,
rest
Where's
of it?
Lionel? He's in the bathroom writing the second
He was
verse.
writing the second
That's a talent. That Lionel. But Lionel didn't. It's like Prince.
But
I'm going to go in here and see what develops.
Prince wrote a lot. Bruno Mars wrote songs for artists like for years before he ever.
Going back, you know,
what's the dude's
no,
name?
I'll
that
give
wrote
you a better
Tennessee
example.
Whiskey. Chris Stapleton wrote songs forever.
Before
he
that,
got
started
deal.
singing. Yep.
Conway Twitty
That's
had
not
songs.
that's not an original Chris Stapleton song, though, is it?
Tennessee Whiskey.
Tennessee
it seems
Whiskey.
like somebody
I
else
think it's
sang it before.
Yeah,
that.
I think he didn't write that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Now,
my aunt. Let's see. Yeah, my daddy's sister went to school with Conway Twitty in Mississippi. His name wasn't obviously. Conway Twitty. His name was like Frankie something
now,
bullshit.
What I read up on Conway Twitty is one, he was an egomaniac, but his songs, and it's weird that Family Guy made his shit popular, but if you listen to old Conway Twitty songs, if you break down the words, they sound like R&B songs.
Play Leave the Door Open.
All of Conway Twitty's old music was just R&B music set to country to get people's granny's panties wet. That's all it was.
Conway Twitty was an old pimp.
He had everybody's grandma locked down.
You find it?
Bruno Mars?
Yes. Play this song. This is off the album Silk Sonnet by Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak.
Oh.
This is a shout out to the 70s. And it is brilliantly fucking done, but it was done last year. This music, play it. This is so great. It's got all the elements of great music writing.
Classic R&B.
Oh, my God. The vocals, stunning.
I'll take you one step further. Everything he did with Mark Ronson, Uptown Funk and all that.
I mean, listen to the space of that song.
Easy.
So much going on there.
Oh, we know the song. You gonna get us banned?
We don't own any songs ever.
Now,
We don't own the rights to the song.
we do not own the rights to
ever.
the song.
Period.
Now check it out.
No.
Kill it.
When it comes to Bruno Mars, though, what he
Bruno Mars
did
got
with
a talent.
Uptown Funk and 24 Karat is just an homage to the Minneapolis
That's right.
sound, like the
That's
Time
right.
and Prince. Because when you hear it, if you listen to the Time or anything like this, like the synthesizers and all that, it's the exact same.
Yeah.
And really, Uptown Funk especially sounds like Morris Day in the Time. Like, it's almost an imitation. But I do give him credit for bringing back a genre because it's a forgotten time period. And
I agree. But he does it real justice, too. What he's doing is exactly how it would be done.
Yeah.
You got to give this guy credit right here, though, for real.
There's a lot of ways of saying what I want to say to you.
Love to lay you down. That's basically saying I want to fuck you.
A lot of old school country was R&B songs
I want to
that
fuck
just
you.
went to country.
Yeah. I'm going to fuck you.
There was a lot of grannies getting wet to this.
Look,
I just want to lay you down.
But talk about Bruno.
Really.
But even still, all music it's still the same thing over and over again. Like you
It's
can't
cyclical.
get out of it.
Yeah.
You really can't. I mean, you can sort of. I mean, with the synthesizers and stuff like that, but it all comes back around. There's never going to be anything actually new.
Oh no.
Not really.
If you hear something brand
if you can
new,
dig up a genre and make it new again,
Yeah.
hats off to you.
if you
That's
hear
fucking
something
awesome.
like real new, stunningly new, that's true art because there's not a lot of things that haven't been done.
It's him,
But don't you
Anderson
think-
.Paak and somebody else, and they did like a whole R&B. Like I said, the last album just sounds all.
I want to
old
say there's
school.
like 3 or 4 writers on that album.
Yeah.
Don't you think, though, most male artists, I'm not talking about female, but most male artists try, especially in those days, even current day, but especially back in the old days, like we're talking about Conway, Twitty, Teddy, all them cats. They all wrote them songs just to get some ass.
No,
Back then?
not necessarily.
Whoa,
now.
back
a lot of
then?
that stuff was storytelling too. I mean,
that's true.
Telling
Talking about-
stories
talking
about
about-
them getting ass.
No.
they were talking about
Whoa,
they
whoa,
were
whoa.
talking about hardships.
Do you know when it got to being straight about getting ass? Early 90s. Keith Sweat, Jodeci, all that.
Oh, yeah.
Because they
Keith
got to the
Sweat?
point. No, Keith Sweat was begging for pussy. But it got to the point where they were telling lies because Jodeci was I forgot their
Jodeci?
song.
Are you
Like,
dragging
oh, you
Jodeci?
having my baby and it means so much to me. Like, we're just going to be this happy fucking family. I'm like, this is a fuck song. And
Yeah.
why are bitches falling for it? Because ain't none of these dudes married. They're just saying this shit to get girls.
I'm a little convinced that
Moving.
these artists, obviously, they're writing music to make money, but they're writing it for other people. They're writing it so that they can.
It's just words.
They
What
can
you talking about?
Hey, do you listen? You know what I miss? Here, we're living in fucking 2022.
No, that's the wrong one.
What is that?
Nobody?
Look up How Deep Is Your Love. Or make it no, even better yet, Make It Last Forever. Really?
How deep is your love? That's a good song.
Like I said, I forgot the Jodeci song, but it starts off with "So You're Having My Baby," and it means so much to me. I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of here! Like, really?
Having my baby, baby.
Make it last. Make it last forever. How many forevers do you think Keith Sweat had during the 90s?
Yeah, bro.
Go Niners.
Wait. Hey, Jay Freak.
Go Niners.
Jay Freak. Hold up.
Who?
Didn't brothers do a gang of simping back in the early 90s? Jodeci, Keith Sweat, begging for pussy. Think about the songs. Wait, what's the Jodeci song where it starts off, "So You Having My Baby"?
Take my money, my house, and my car.
That's Tony.
Take
Yeah.
my money. Take my money.
Where you going,
Exactly.
bro?
That's all we was singing about.
He said he done.
We was just
This
singing
show's
about
been done.
basically
wrap
all
it
the
up.
This
sick
show's
shit, just to get
overcooked.
some pussy.
This show's overcooked.
Half hours in. Y'all need to
All
wrap
right,
it
we're
up.
going to crank it up. Before we go, though, we got to send this out to our sponsor. And late night.
Soon as we get started making love, going hard, I hear a knock, knocking on the wall.
That goes out to our sponsor.
Y'all goes out to our sponsor. Neighborhood Market, y'all. Because the neighbors know my name.
Some bitch.
The last thing I want to say,
Yes, sir.
if anybody fucking listens back to this,
There he is.
Nobody
There's
listens.
two
but-
people on.
the last thing I want to say about this is there was a time. Here we are in 2022. Nobody knows about this,
Nope.
but there was a time when you would get on the telephone and dedicate music to people across
Oh, I
town.
love those
If we
days,
could bring
man.
that back. Oh,
Nobody
The
does that
nighttime
anymore.
DJ. I miss the nighttime DJ.
the feeling of hearing your shout out go out
No
over the
shit.
air.
It's like, this is Scott, and I want to dedicate Journey, whatever song, to Enemy. Because I love her, and we just talked, and we went to the skating rink, and I
love her.
And when that song dropped, wait, when that song dropped, you hit record on your damn tape.
Yeah, bitch, I'm about to make you a mixtape.
Shit, yeah.
Man, you know what? There's a whole generation missing out on that feeling.
That was special stuff.
And I cannot describe it to them because
the
you just
DJ
don't know.
helped you land some pussy? Because you couldn't land on your own.
Oh, then they give like, all right, you heard that.
Y'all heard that. This going out to
this goes out.
This is going out to
would make it
Charmaine
special.
from Ricky. He's thinking about you, girl.
Yeah, he's thinking about you, girl.
But I just remember hitting record and play. Ding!
Dang! This
Record that song.
If you're not
on the tape,
if you're not busy, meet me behind the gym on Saturday.
He said he'll see
6
you in
o'clock.
science class tomorrow, 7:25. Girl, what's up?
but you show up the next day like,
Yeah, bitch, I put you on the radio, ho.
My music was on the air last night. Did you hear my
I
dedication?
made
I
that
heard
happen.
it.
Electric.
I heard it.
Electric dedication was what it was called.
Everybody in school be talking about.
Oh.
Did
I'm
you
sure
hear?
in LA it was
Oh
the
no!
same.
Back in the day, it was the
Dedication.
Quiet Storm. Once you got on Quiet Storm, when you hear that little thunder roll,
Yeah.
that's all right. Just
So
going
you was
out.
calling up. Be like,
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
to send this to Taiwan.
This go out to Candace, this Berlin. Like, I had a good time tonight. I just hope we could do something else like that. Get play Sweet Swift.
Because they got no way to call you. But I know your ass is home.
I'm listening.
masturbating.
Wait, we all listening to the radio.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Wait, not just you listen to radio. All them little stinking motherfuckers that's trying
Yeah.
to get your phone number.
Right.
No,
Right.
I got it.
Yeah.
He'd be all over school the next day.
So
did you
hell
hear
yeah.
Did you hear Bobby? He dedicated "I
So
Love
really,
You"
that
to
was
Jennifer.
like the
Oh my
consistency
God.
of an '80s flex.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't
It
have
was
no
the
cell
biggest
phone.
flex.
You couldn't do Facebook. You couldn't do none. Imagine if we would have had Facebook back in. Like, right.
Yeah, it'd be a different game.
So that was your way of flexing. Was the electric dedication?
I remember having to call back until
Sit
I
on hold,
get the
sit
DJ
on
to
hold,
answer.
yeah.
Calling number 5.
And you had that one
My
DJ
dick's
that
in the
worked
ear. You
late
wanna say
night,
what?
and you know his ass was drunk, right? All right, this is going out. This is from Jeremy going out to Charlene. He got this old thing right here, y'all, and he dedicated. They had a good time. He just
This
wanted to
man
let her
said,
know
"Don't stop
how he's
believing."
feeling, and don't stop believing, baby.
Don't stop believing.
Again, Jeremy coming out
Go
right
on,
there
go
from
on.
East Central High School.
Go on, Charlene. You believe it. You believe it, Jeremy. Come on now. Wait. Then the motherfuckers just talk right up through the damn beginning song till the damn lyrics start. He's still talking like, dude, shut up. I got to record.
Shut up, dude.
Oh, no.
This is my time.
I got to do one right now.
Well, thanks for having me on fucking
get a shout out.
Swamper Talk
We got
Live.
one more.
Absolutely.
This was a great episode.
This was a good episode,
It's
no
a
doubt.
goodbye episode.
To all the
To
motherfuckers
Burley
in
and
China.
Parker.
And to that one motherfucker from the KKK.
Well, I hope all the Negroes still listen to In the Spot, Mike. But he did say he was for the Negroes. I still don't understand that.
I think that's what he said.
I don't think
He did
knows
say
what's going
Mike for the Negroes.
Mike for the Negroes.
Mike KKK for the Negroes. I'll take that back. We are confused by that.
We're
but
totally confused.
We'll
Hold
take
on.
it though.
I got to do this right here. This is how it worked. Used to work in the day.
All right.
Put your hand together again.
All right, y'all.
Clap your hands.
Yeah, this going out to Charmaine, Jeremy.
I'd like to
Want to send
introduce
this
you
out to you.
to
Huh?
the Eagle.
He's letting you know what's up, baby.
My
And he's
granddaughter,
doing it
y'all.
up. Come on. Y'all know, Jeremy and Charmaine. Y'all done got on a date. So now he's
Why
sending
did
out
you
to you.
dig that up?
I don't know.
That
what it
is
is
the
to
weirdest dig up that you could come up with, dude.
Some thinking I want some, but some I want some.
He's talking about weed, though. He's
Jesus.
talking about poontang. He's talking
I'm
about
talking about
weed.
sativa, yeah.
He's talking about weed.
No, you need the old school.
I know.
Reaching
Yeah,
back.
no, what they do is they do this right here. This is the way it would go right here.
Do 80s radio requests. No, you just going to hear Journey if you do that. I'm serious. Do old school 80s
this is
radio
it.
requests.
This is it. This is it.
It's not it.
This is
So
it.
at AT&T, everyone gets
no,
our best.
That's not it.
That's an
That's not
AT&T
it.
chick who is hot as
fuck.
hell, though.
Oh, you talking about
Melania
Melania Vine.
All right, everybody.
Yeah. Complete
Don
smoke.
Cornelius.
Smoke.
Right here, 102.3. We want to share this out to Charmaine from Jeremy.
Nice.
He had a good night. He wants to call you again. He hopes you'll be able to.
Let's see, you got to cut off right before the lyrics.
Shut up, DJ.
I'm trying to hit record, damn it.
Jeremy right now is making a mixtape and masturbating. He's like,
Oh my God.
And not getting paid for it.
Oh, Charlamagne.
Mixtape, masturbating,
Good
and not
times.
getting paid for
Tape
it.
and masturbate.
Motherfucker said he met you at the skating rink.
Man, do you know how many fucking creeps and psychos put out
Feel a
requests?
little bump coming through on you.
I like this goes out to Charmaine from that dude that's hiding in your bushes right there.
This goes out to Charmaine. Jeremy called this in. He's right there at your front door with your mama hanging out the window. What's up?
This goes out to Monique, and it's the guy that hangs out at the Foot Locker and watches you try on shoes.
Not only did you shout out who you were, but you were where you're from.
Exactly.
This is Jeremy calling from West Monroe.
Yeah, from West Monroe.
I'm sending this out.
103 Stanford Drive right there in West Monroe, Louisiana. Y'all go roll the fuck out of his house because he's a bitch.
This is from Jeremy working the kitchen at IHOP in West Monroe.
This is from Jeremy over there at Kettle Restaurant right there in the back of the house.
Wait, that's when everybody stops and looks like, that motherfucker.
Get out to work. Barley and Parker want to send this out to Quang Wang over there, the Filipino chick you be messing with. He's working over there at Benihana's, y'all. Go check him out.
Chick over here at Peking.
At Benihana.
He's working at Benihana's. Y'all go check him out.
Hey, Berlin Park sending out to chick that he don't even know at Peking.
Because you
Just
know
want
how
to know
the
your name, girl.
conversation went, right? Everybody was nervous. I did it before.
Oh, yeah.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
Scott. I'm in West Monroe. I want to send this out to Becky or whoever, and I love her, and I want to do Journey and Chicago.
All right, this goes out
Right?
for Scott too. Becky, Scott has got his eye on you. He lives in West Monroe, and he knows your address.
And he could be a fucking weirdo. So.
Becky, you may want to get a protection order out.
Becky, if you can get a restraining order from this dude, you might be better off, honestly. Okay, hey, it's the end of the night. We want to thank everybody for coming out. We went big tonight because Berlin is leaving, so we went long.
And Colson keeps them coming.
Kept them coming.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking sucks, but we're going to help him clean up. We're going to help him close tonight.
Did we get this dude
So
on
thank
camera
y'all. Buck Nasty. Is there anything? Buck Nasty?
Fuck nasty.
Fuck nasty.
The Buck Nasty, everybody. We're going to get it going. But thanks, Jeremy, Chief,
Appreciate
Ross, Berlin,
Had a good
myself. Man, we had a good time.
I'll see y'all in April.
Oh, Berlin did a little. Oh, I see what you did, dog. Berlin be
Shut
back
up.
in April, y'all.
Be gone.
Until
Back before
then.
you know it. I got to work on that.
That was a good show.
No way that shit is going to air for long. All the music we played on that shit.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
it'll
leave
be
the
fine.
door open.
Hey, you talked about some good shit tonight.
Hey,
Ross Free's like, I'm going home.
if we make it through that playing all that
I'm
music,
a talker. I'll sit here for another 3
just
hours.
change the title and say, we don't own the rights to any of this music.
I've done that before, and they still fucking hit.
hey, if that makes it to air and then we don't get blocked for it, we might have a new format.